Streaming, by the
Well,
way.
I think the
Yeah,
thing
I'm
is, if you
streaming too.
took the
Okay.
tab and handed it in with
Oh.
one of the Kellogg's like cereal box top things, box tops or whatever they called them, then you could give 10 cents to your local school district or just schools in general. I don't know what it was.
I don't know. Alright, let's go, go, go. I'm ready to go.
Oh shoot, I hit streaming before I actually even set the game.
I
Whoopsie
haven't even
doodles.
logged in.
Everyone's like, we want to see the anime.
Whoops.
And you're like, 9.
Whoops.
No anime today.
No.
Wait,
Instead,
by
we're gonna play
anime,
that thing where everyone's like,
you
this
mean
video game looks boring.
Xenoblade, right?
Yes.
So many
Okay.
people come in
There we go.
saying that this is a video game. It's like,
Really?
like, where do I buy this game? And
Where do they buy Grave of Man?
yeah,
Huh.
this game doesn't even have animations.
I mean, Wander
It has
already has like a little
imagination. It has
Patreon
friendship.
thing where he gives away some of the assets, but I don't
Is,
know. There are people out there that make icons and assets and sell them on like digital shops.
No, I'm
like
just talking about the
Gumroad and
people that
stuff.
continuously think this is a video game,
Yeah. No.
and they will never
people-
learn.
Let's see.
When will they ever learn?
Somebody was asking where I could buy this campaign module, and I'm like, I made it, and they're like,
And
no,
also,
like,
I'm
where do you
still
buy
making it.
Yeah.
I think somebody asked like on session 1 where they could buy the campaign module.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the entire campaign's done, you might be able to make money by just selling off the entire asset pack.
That's
Well-
probably what I'm going to do, at least for the character portraits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except
Here's
for
a
like the
giant
main
pile of
characters.
assets.
Hey, not my character
No,
portraits.
the character portrait, like all the NPCs and stuff.
The NPC
Yeah.
icons. You should just make like generic goblin, generic orc, generic, you know, like all the generic little icons.
I think that you should market this as a furry campaign because I've had multiple instances where people join the chat, take one look at it, and they're like, "Is this a furry campaign?" And then they leave.
Excuse me, this
What?
is a scaly campaign.
It is a scaly campaign. They're wrong. You're right.
Yeah, it's 50% scaly, 50% furry, and
I don't think
I guess
I'm
a
like
robot
that scaly.
or a ghost.
You're a fish. You are one hundo scaly.
But not
and we have
really
a
like an
lizard man.
anthropomorphized fish.
Yeah, but
like-
scaly, and also lizard man, super scaly.
Well, he is definitely an anthropomorphized lizard dragon.
Yeah, so
thing.
scaly. I hate drawing the underjaw. It's the worst thing ever.
Are you drawing?
Yeah, bird draw is what we do, D&D.
Hey, I can't draw at all
Sometimes.
because my wrist is messed up. I'm sad.
That sucks. What happened to your wrist?
Remember how I told you guys the other week?
Oh, yeah.
I like
that's
strained.
right.
So
But
first
it's
I
still
strained the.
strained?
Well, okay, so a different part of it. So the first
Oh.
pain was where the thumb and wrist meet on the palm, and it went away like in a day. I'm like, yay! Then where the 4 tendons meet my wrist on the top started hurting, and it's been hurting for like 3 or 4 days.
Oh, yeah, that's, carpals. That sucks.
But I'm getting over it. Like, it's finally, it's stopped to the point where
What
if I
happened?
have
Were you
my,
just, like, doing too much stuff with your hands or something?
I don't know.
Huh.
It could have been anything from I was painting too much to carrying groceries to I did wash my car the other week
Well,
and I was making a bunch of circular motions and stuff.
the
Oh,
other
yeah,
thing
that
is
can
Shell
definitely
has
do it.
particularly terrible posture when it comes to doing artwork or
Hey!
using a mouse. She's like practically hanging her arm off the table.
Okay, so the problem with my mouse is the table is higher than what I keep the chair because of the armrests. Maybe I should just raise my chair so that the armrest is level with the table because,
Yep.
I mean, I could also push my laptop back and then move the mouse over so that because most of the time, my elbow is lower than my hand.
Are we ready to go, by the way?
Yep, I was just trying to
I'm actually
see if
starting
I
to
could.
overheat. Maybe it's because I'm wearing a full sweater. I should have a.
I was
normal
trying to
shirt.
see if I could figure out how maximum stat caps were counted in this game. Like if being a goblin increases, like having a +2 dex from your race increases your maximum dex bonus, and I couldn't
No, I
figure out
think
if that
only
was a thing.
barbarians can get over the max, and it's due. And it's only at level
And it's
20.
temporary. Yeah, because
Yeah.
Skitter has either a feat or 2 stat points, and I like honestly have no idea what to put it into.
You could put it into I have no idea what his stats are. Charisma. He leveled up and he got a little bit more handsome.
Fear and charisma.
There we go. Skitter is now proficient in wisdom saves.
Oh, that's not bad. Except his wisdom is horrible, but it's not a bad
Well,
use of the modifier. I
Sort
guess.
of. There is a feat that you can get that gives you proficiency +1 into a stat and proficiency in those saves.
Yeah.
So it's
I know what you're talking
effectively
about.
puts his wisdom up to 8 and then gives him an additional bonus. So he's got effectively 10 wisdom and adds his proficiency. So Skitter might not get mind controlled as much.
Eh.
Yeah, there's always
Okay.
those saving throw proficiencies you can get over and over again.
Let me see.
Yeah. I've only had this wrist thing happen to me like twice in my life. But
Still sucks.
it'll heal.
Huh.
The only bad thing now is Wander, we tried to play a game using controllers.
Yeah, we tried playing 9 parchments, and Shell actually had to let go of the controller
Oh,
for a
this
while.
is interesting. This looks bad.
Huh?
A self-installer application just launched on my computer, and I was just sitting here, meaning I might have just gotten a virus.
Oh
from-
no!
I don't know what.
Well, it doesn't seem to be roll 20.
That would kill their business real quick.
Luckily, the virus wasn't able to work because my C drive is full. So the self-installer pops up and it gives an error message that says cannot complete, your hard drive is full. So
It's
whatever
way less encouraging than my firewall caught it.
yeah, whatever was just whatever just happened got thwarted by my terribly small hard drive. Well, I guess I dodged that bullet.
Is it like one of those weird pop-up things? I've never really seen any of those because I stick
It
to,
wasn't
just
like
the
a
same
weird pop-up.
websites
It was
forever.
literally like it just popped up and it was like installing application, and I was like, I'm just sitting here, so whatever's doing this, this does not have my permission, and then it just caught itself. Cool. Well, I just deleted 11 gigabytes of temporary files. The
Come
joys.
at me, virus. I've opened up for you.
I'm just saying, this is the joys of like doing a lot of video editing. Is you wind up with like just giant amounts of temporary files, and you just have to periodically delete them. I assume you two run into that all the time, media caching and stuff.
Yeah, I just routinely delete my entire cache and then let Premiere reprocess everything that it actually needs as opposed to the stuff that it thinks it needs.
Yeah, exactly.
And that usually frees up about 2 terabytes worth of garbage. I'm like, yes.
Yep, that's usually what happens to me.
Alright, well, we good to go?
Yeah.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, start. The wants to give the recap.
We haven't had a Skitter recap in a long time, I don't think.
Mainly because Skitter hasn't done much. He's mostly just been running assistants.
Yeah.
As opposed to like...
I've given the last couple of recaps.
Yeah.
Because I have multiple
thinking-
characters now.
My character became non-cognizant midway through the last episode.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then you got it back, and then you just got pissed off, and Drez will remember this.
Yeah, that was great.
Where are we on this?
Just straight down from like the black upper left corner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, far left
when,
side.
when in doubt,
I see.
zoom out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also
I
a
zoomed
truthful
out
move.
immediately.
I tend to actually play this zoomed out so I can get the full feel so I never lose you guys. Well, I guess I can also see the whole map.
So, did the end of the episode happen when we started the fight with the ogre, or after the fight with the ogre?
It was when we started the fight with the ogre. Wait. Oh yeah, last episode.
Or actually,
So-
no. The last episode ended with you using your flame.
Oh, we only did a short
butterflies.
session. That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, we
you,
had a sort of
you
Yeah.
did it in an hour session.
So
What
it
first
was
started was
the
you guys
ogres.
fighting the ogre mage.
Yeah.
And then, so episode 51 ended with you blowing up the room.
Yep.
52 started with the room properly blowing up, the final bits of that, and you guys escaping into this room and diving into the pit of mind flayers, which, well,
Well, I can do
I'm
the recap
2
then.
episodes
Okay.
behind on
Okay.
uploads.
Oh.
Okay.
I forgot to send you today's. I am dumb. Sorry.
Whoop, that's Discord. Hi, Discord.
I also,
Just
Alright.
popped up
managed,
into
I also
the
managed to
stream.
miss last time's episode, apparently.
Oh,
I'm like,
I
oh, there
think
it
it's
is in the
'cause-
folder.
yeah. I
Well-
did notify you on that one.
Yeah, I just somehow skipped uploading it for a while.
We're busy.
Anyway, cool. Yeah,
Alright.
Alarn, go
So I
for it.
can start. Alright. So on the last time of Dungeons & Dragons, Grave of Man, on our approach to the room where supposedly Gorlar is performing some arcane ritual for whatever grisly beast or entity that he serves, we ended up walking by his goons quite handily because of the bluffs of our good friend Greg.
Arr!
However, however, while the rest of our party was either unknown to the ogres or invisible, I just waltzed into a room and was immediately recognized as one of the two entities that Gorlar is after. Those two entities being myself and Drez. That instigated a battle, and we were at our wits' end trying to find the elusive ogre. And then we were flanked by the other goons that we had passed earlier. It was a huge mess, though through the use of our own tactics, weird devices, and other objects of great power, we were able to get through. Up until the Axe of Wonder performed one of its many great and unpredictable feats. It created a cloud of flaming butterflies. Probably the most fearsome creature I've ever beheld, aside from that of a flaming cow. Well, I mean, the flaming cows are pretty horrifying on their own, but imagine that times 100. So we were engulfed with flames, but fortunately, being a Triton, I was able to create a wall of water for all of us to escape with. After extricating ourselves from the flames, we found ourselves in another room, where Drez had been able to teleport to, miraculously enough. He ended up in a pit full of mind flares, and the mind flares were sucking on his face, probably trying to get to his brains. That's what mind flares do, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with some quick thinking, we were able to get him back onto the lip, and it was then that I discovered an interesting ability. Turns out one of the other cards, the Magician card, randomly selects a spell from my spell pool and grants it to me. It just so happened that it was the Spirit Guardian spell. Because I didn't want to waste its miraculous boons, I leapt into the pit myself to try to kill them all with AoE. Unfortunately, that was a bad plan, and everyone was
Is that
brought
your
into the
in-character
fray.
description?
AoE, yes.
Yeah.
I get that crowd control for my tanking.
Right. And, yeah, that instigated another fight. And my brains were almost sucked out. But thank goodness the Axe of Wonder did its dirty work again. And it ended up, once again, setting us all on fire. We barely survived. Actually, weren't some of us unconscious?
I think Skitter more or less gave you guys your health potions back.
Yeah.
So I think both of you guys have like 10 or 15 HP.
I have 36.
Okay, that's more. I don't know.
Well, we narrowly made it out. But now we hear voices.
When
in the
you
rooms
ask God a
beyond.
question, he sometimes responds, I don't know.
I don't keep matching you guys. That's your job.
So now we must decide whether or not we are prepared to press onward, or if we need a much desired rest.
I feel like we should almost do
We
like
leveled
a...
up. We don't need to rest. We're
Yeah.
ready to
I was
go.
in.
Wait, but by leveling up, we go to full health? He only said that
The universe is weird.
That's never been established before, I don't think.
No, usually you guys level up and have a long rest.
Oh,
Yeah.
At
oh,
about
yeah.
the same
That's kind
time.
of always associated that together.
Yeah.
We can't really rest
Yeah.
here. I mean, we cannot rest here. It's too dangerous. We should press on.
From my perspective, the recap was that I was in the Firestorm dimension, then the Straw dimension, then the Dagger dimension, then I was a horse. And then I was on fire again. The end.
Uh-huh.
It hurts to be green. Oh yeah. Just to add to the series of it hurting to be green, and the horse transformation and the teleporting and everything
yeah.
else has been happening. Drez is now on the floor screaming.
Why?
Drez, my friend, are you okay?
He's doubled over on hands and knees, and there are mounds on its back. As
Oh, no!
two wings
Oh.
sprout out of his back.
No,
Wait, what?
no.
Well, this just got body horror-y.
What?
And then
what?
he falls unconscious again with wings.
Oh,
He just picked
okay.
the Dragonborn feat to grow wings.
Oh. Oh. Jeez.
Oddly enough, I picked it for role-playing reasons. Because last time I turned into a dragon, last time I got turned into a dragon, I got the breath move, and then this time I turned into a dragon and I got wings. The barrier between the two is diminishing.
Do you
Perhaps
think that we can suture the wounds with some of the globbity goop?
I don't think there are wounds.
We cut. Well, we're gonna cut off the wings.
No. It's okay if he has wings.
Are you sure?
They
Because it
seem
looks
to
like
be
it's causing
hurting
him a
him.
lot of pain.
Yeah. I mean,
Well-
growing my beard made my face itch. This looks like a league above it.
Oh my
god, maybe
I'm
several.
My character is
Greg goes
unconscious and surrounded
over.
by idiots.
Greg goes over
Well-
and starts scratching his back humps.
Hey. I
What?
acquired this new harp. Bling. It is the harp of, what was it, healing, restoration, something interesting.
Oh, the process is already over. He screamed, wings sprouted, and then he passed out again like he usually does when he transforms.
He's
Feels a
kind
lot
of
better
baby.
when it's a druid spell.
Yeah.
Agreed. Anyway,
He's definitely a whiner. And I should know.
we must press on. Who knows how long Gorlar is going to stay here, and this room does not seem safe for resting.
Somewhere around
Drez?
the word safe, you feel kind of a lurch. And there's like a really loud cracking noise.
Oh no, is the tower being lifted into the vortex?
Oh, okay, we got to get going.
Yeah, there's a distinctive tilt to the floor.
Uh,
It's not that noticeable, except for like you notice some like rounder, like some of the like round maces or whatever start rolling from where
jeez.
you guys are to the other side.
Which way is the door? Which way is the floor tilting, by the way?
It was
There was ants on the other
Dimitri.
side.
As Dimitri knocks on the door, he hears that noise, which is me starting to clear my throat and then realizing it was a perfect time for roleplay. And you hear something bumping at the door, and you notice that there is there are several things kind of jammed into the door jamb, like swords and like battle axes, and they seem to be kind of holding it closed.
Whoa, wait. So
Oh.
are they poking through from the other side, or are?
No, it looks like whoever was on the side of this had jammed them there.
Oh my. Is it possible that they became something else? The first thing that comes to mind is an undead or another one of those crystal beings, but I don't know.
One way to find out is to run through it with sword. I attempt to open door.
Okay.
Blorp.
Let's see. Do I?
Can he pick him up? Kahuna, make sure that you spit him out before 15 minutes are up.
You now have a Drez floating in a kahuna.
I'm not sure if unconscious people hold their breath.
Is it holding breath or water breathing?
I mean, I would assume a lizard folk kind of instinctively would hold their breath while asleep.
Yeah, I would assume so too.
Yeah, like a normal human would probably immediately wake up. A lizard folk might not be immediately phased by it.
Reptiles have things that plug their nostrils when they're underwater too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that conscious or unconscious?
For a long time.
No, that's true. Maybe Kahuna should get off.
Google, Google whether or not does a sleeping lizard wake up if dunked underwater. How about sleeping newt? What's a good amphibian?
Salamander.
Frog.
Salamanders are the best.
Do
because they
lizards
use them
wake
for
up when
all
you
of their
waterboard
Axolotl.
them? News at 11.
Axolotl.
Axolotls can just hang out underwater, can't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's why
they're
you can get 'em in
completely
an
aquatic. They
aquarium.
never became amphibious.
Oh. I thought they were
Yeah.
amphibians.
Mm-mm. They never developed
Axolotls
lungs.
Are walking fish. They're a salamander.
Whatever they are, my brother had them in a
It
tank
is
and they
not
were just
an
underwater.
fish, but an amphibian. Oh my god! The Wikipedia. What? I've never seen an ugly axolotl. But then I would go on Wikipedia and look at it.
While
And
they
it's
may
like
be an amphibian, they
fucking
don't really
horrible.
breathe air
Because
that
you've
well,
only
don't
seen the
they?
white ones with the red fringes.
I've only seen the cute ones. I've never seen the ones that look like a like
Yeah.
they're gonna curse you.
Hey, the most beautiful axolotl I ever saw was green.
Well,
and it had
I guess we know what
iridescent
happens to
gold
Dress
and
if he
red
tries to
thrills.
turn into a fish.
It was beautiful.
Why does it have ribs? What the hell's wrong with this thing?
No, I think that's
Anyway.
just it being wrinkly.
But the odd thing
Alright,
about
so I attempt to
axolotls
open
is
door.
they
Okay.
don't breathe air, so
I mean,
Giant
it's got-
axolotl on the other side.
So are you? It is kind of visibly jammed. Are you just gonna give it a push?
Yes.
Okay. It's resisting. It's resisting. I mean, there's kind of like a squeal as like, yeah, you're getting some headway.
How much are you gonna
It's
make
like-
me do this?
No. As you keep pushing, you know, the swords and the battle axes and whatever that have been jammed into the frame and like blocking the hinges and whatnot,
Yeah.
just kind of clatter to the ground, and almost immediately a darkened, kind of gnarled hand like swipes out from the
Ah!
swipes out through the cracks and tries to scratch at you.
Doesn't succeed.
Let's see. And I think it scrapes along your armor.
Oh yeah,
Isn't
I
your
have
armor
AC
class 19?
20. 20.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it scrapes along your armor.
They're probably
Does
friendly.
not succeed. And so you see a goblin, kind of like the ones you'd seen before, but he looks maybe a bit scarier. Like maybe this was not just some shitty dead goblin corpse, but
even more
alive.
bristling growth.
Yeah. Looks like this guy's been through some shit and has also been locked in here. The entire room has been like scratched and scraped. And it looks like these two goblins have been locked in here for a while, and they've been very active about trying to get out.
You're welcome. Hey.
Roll for initiative.
Oh no!
It's
Never
a fight.
mind.
What happened?
Well, so
Oh,
Roll one
you
roll a
didn't
die
like yourself.
100.
Let's just get this party started.
What? But that. Oh no.
Huh.
Wait, but that's a fail. Does it? But
Oh,
on
it
fail.
counts.
So to everybody else,
Oh god
Dim-
damn it!
Dimitri
What? Of all the things.
takes a swing at the goblin, swings wide, and more or less kind of goes stiff as a door, and just falls backwards, giggling to himself. He's also on fire.
He's also on fire. Wow, you really
You
jammed
take
the
1
fire
damage from
effect
being
in
on
there.
fire. I mean, more or less, the axe lights on fire, and you like stare into it, believing something cool happened, and then the burning from the axe kind of travels up your arm.
Alrighty then.
So for
Now
people
we
that
roll
don't
for
have the
initiative.
Wand of Wonder, it's you are stunned until the end of your next start of your next turn, believing something awesome just happened. Okay. So yes.
Alright.
Roll
good
roll
stuff.
some initiatives.
Mine was terrible. Except I have to add my dex modifier to it.
Yes.
Okay, so technically I have a 5 then.
Oop.
Hey.
Let's see. So, Dimitri's a 6. Drez is, Greg is 5. Drez is asleep.
Yeah.
Okay, and Lauren has not rolled initiative yet. Okay, add turn. Shell, are you gonna roll initiative?
I did.
What,
It
what'd you
was
get?
a 2, but I had the +3.
Oh, you did have the 2. Okay, well, I guess it's still 5 then. That makes it easier.
Mhm.
Let's see. Drez is not on. Okay. So Skitter is right there. Can I just roll a regular attack? Do I have it set up properly? Yes, I do. Sort of. Fortunately, there's no sneak attack option here, which kind of sucks. Let's see. So he hits the thing for, what, 24 damage? Yeah. Alright. It is going to probably turn its attentions to Skitter and try and give him a claw down. Is that the one? Yeah. And misses completely. And the other one is going to start... Actually, no. Since they're goblins, they can more or less stand next to each other in the hallway.
Yeah.
It's gonna go for Greg. And it gets its hand stuck in the door jamb. Not sure how it did that,
Ow.
but it did. You could close the door and probably do some serious harm to the thing. Anyway, Dimitri, it's your turn.
Oh man, did you guys see that? That was awesome. Oh, well, I thought that was awesome. What is my current status of fire being on?
You're still burning.
Oh, okay. How expendable is Kahuna? Yeah, we can.
As long as you're not,
Yeah,
as long as you're not
pretty
like
lame.
diving.
I just
as-
part the seas of my companions while on fire, which is normally a lot scarier than it would be if this was real life. I'm just going to step forward and pick up. Did I drop my axe? I don't know how this works.
No, it was still in your hand. You just
Okay.
fell over stunned.
Cha!
Oh, you miss.
Better luck next time.
Don't you get 2 attacks?
I took a move.
5-foot step. Or is that not in this game?
5-foot step. Well, I miss anyway. I don't believe 5-foot
they
step
take that
is in
out?
this game.
Oh.
Yeah, 5e
You're right.
remove the 5-foot step mechanic.
Okay, yep. Well, you missed anyway. I will keep that in mind. Yeah, because I was so used to the 5-foot step being a thing. And I guess they got rid of that. Okay, well, Alarin, it's your turn.
My turn. Okay. I'm going to probably Eldritch Blast the 2 of them.
Okay.
So I have to roll to hit, which is just a die 20.
Yeah.
I don't have any bonuses to it, right?
No, you add your full spellcasting bonus to it,
Oh,
plus
the
the
full
+1
spellcasting.
from the choker.
Okay. Well, now I think it's a 4 plus 1.
No,
we-
your proficiency is still +3.
Really?
Yes.
Even at level 9?
You're level 8.
But I had just gone from level 8 to level 9.
I think there was a miscommunication because everybody else is level 8. Correct? Yeah.
I can double check, but I believe I'm level 8.
Yeah, we just became
Um,
level 8.
Okay, that's weird. All right. 4.
Have I been
Woohoo!
keeping track of this? Yeah,
Well.
I'm level 8.
Well, that's awesome.
Okay. Roll your other attack and then roll damage.
Right.
Nice.
So I have 2 beams right now, and they're each gonna do. Yeah, just the die 10. What? What just happened?
You roll real bad. Okay, so roll your
Wow.
second beam.
Oh, well, I did roll. That's supposed to be for both beams.
Well, no, the crit, you roll an extra die 10 for a crit.
Oh, okay.
And then you have to roll to hit with the other beam. And then roll its 1 die 10 damage.
So I roll again to crit? Okay, well that's nice.
No. Okay. So you do 11 damage to the first, but you still have to roll to hit with your second beam shell.
Okay,
They're 2 separate attacks.
yep. That will do.
2d20.
Oops! I'm getting so confused here.
Well-
Sorry.
These
No.
rolls.
No. Shell,
What's going on?
collect yourself. Okay, so your
rolled
first one was a
6
crit.
on a 2d20. After rolling a 3 on a 2d10.
And then another 20 with the 3. Alright. Shell, you are barred from getting the lucky feat 2 for the foreseeable future.
Wow, proportionally that's the same roll 3 times.
You know, I might actually just make the lucky feat like a party-wide feat, and only one person gets it, and it just passes
Wait,
around.
why is there a lucky feat?
Well, there's a lucky feat in D&D, and I just like the idea of it being this fluid thing that I pass.
So what
from
you're
you
saying
guys.
is I hit 1 for 10
no,
and 1
you
for
hit the first
nothing.
guy for
What?
4 damage
4.
because you rolled the 2 die 10 properly, and then you preemptively
No, but
rolled
it's
your.
only supposed to be
shell.
1 because I'm splitting the 2 beams.
But you crit.
Oh,
You
okay.
you stumbled your way across the finish line here. But you I think you hit Dimitri
Aww.
for 11 damage.
11?
Yeah, because you rolled the 10 with the natural 1. Actually,
Ouch.
no, you missed Dimitri too. You just pretty much hit the wall.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll need to figure out how I handle friendly fire and natural ones in melee combat.
Oh, because you're reading the first d20 and the 2 d20s she rolled at the same
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, because that was her first. I just take the first roll that you guys use. So if
Yeah.
you accidentally roll 2 die 20, I'm just using the first one.
So she had a
No
so,
rerolls.
so her 2 d20 rolls were a nat crit and a nat crit fail.
Yes, correct.
This
Okay.
This was an astonishing
Dense.
clusterfuck.
Yes. Greg, it's your turn.
Yeah!
On the bright side,
I'm-
at least you wasted your crit with terrible rolls.
I'm here. I can just do extra attacks. We'll start with extra attack number 1, which is just a regular attack. Reroll it. There we go.
Okay.
And then, that was the one on the left. And, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. You cut him down. Though just
Alright,
barely.
see ya.
Let's see. And then Skitter is right. I don't have the Skitter's Skitter roll line lined up. Might actually just reset Skitter's math so he just rolls die 6s for all his attacks, so this gets easier. And do I have the 4 die 6? There it is. Alright, and Skitter takes out the first one, clearing the hallway. Okay. Combat's over.
Alright, onwards to Goron. Wait, hold on. Kahuna. Oh, shit, sorry, Turtis. Ah! I can control
just
you.
point
Get off
out
my
that-
face.
Can we just point out that
Well, it's because you can control
So
both of
Dimitri,
Can we
walks
just point out that Dimitri
while
rolled
still
the
on
same-
fire, picks up Drez, somehow gets Drez's big
Oh my
winged
God.
body draped over his face,
This
dives
is a
into
problem.
Kahuna, is now currently floundering around inside of him.
This is a problem.
At least that's what I'm reading from this situation.
Oh god. Somehow Bird rolled the same. Oh, Bird and Wander rolled the same
Ah, there we
damage
go.
roll 3 times in a row.
Yes.
Ah, neat.
Something's wrong with our dice. Our fake
Thank
dice
you,
that don't
Kahuna.
exist.
The fake dice.
You are a
that
good
says
friend.
that.
Drez, if you want to wake up, you can. You have just been lightly singed and then dunked underwater, and then
Yeah.
dragged out while being, you know, the equivalent
After-
of a.
After screaming and passing out, Drez wakes up and screams on
Ah.
fire and then waterboarded in his unconsciousness.
I mean, we could just put him out of his misery.
What?
Look, he doesn't seem to want to be here.
I was on
But-
fire.
But by here, Skitter, you don't really mean like here as in existence. That's
I mean, it's the goblin way to go.
wait.
You've been reading some dark literature, man.
Other lives are worth more than goblin lives.
That's true.
What?
You get a cold, you get cut down. You stub your toe, yep, straight to the executioner's block, or just into the river.
Even
Whichever's
worse
closer.
than horses.
Then,
Onwards to Gordon.
Wait, I was a horse.
I find other door.
Okay, so this one, you're knocking on it. Okay. There's a pause. You kind of hear like mumbling on the other side. Roll a perception check. Okay, you can hear what is clearly an ogre whispering to someone, and it is.
They're knocking back. Should they be knocking back? If they're knocking, why are they knocking?
And then you can't hear the other one's response.
Hello? It's Greg, your best friend.
Now they're pretending to be Greg. This is freaky shit.
They're pretending to be Greg.
Greg's dead, man. You can't be on the other side of the door.
Greg lets out a and then scratches
Oh
himself.
shit, it's Greg.
Door opens.
There it goes.
So you see one ogre. More ogres.
Oh Jesus!
Ogres and goblins. Anyway, so this looks to be the other half of the camp that you kind of ran into earlier. I should not have designed this room in such a weird way.
Guys, I think we should probably hang back and let them take for it, since Gorlar seems to only have it out for the two of us.
Okay, roll
Line
a
of
second
sight.
perception check.
This time Greg's rolling it. Skills.
Feeling
Mouse
like
wheel.
shit,
Perception.
Drez is gonna consume
14.
one of those
Okay.
bonus size, the large potions of healing.
You mean the giant flasks of interdimensional beastly blood?
Large potion of healing. what is the dice roll on it?
It's the large one is, wasn't it like 6 die 4 plus 6?
Jesus.
They're big.
It's a standard.
You guys take a lot of damage. I don't think that is standard. My healing potions are nonsense garbage.
Oh wait, that is good for 6 die 4.
Yeah, that is actually fairly decent. Because the average, well, the
I was
max of 6
distracted
die
by the
4 is
number of
24.
I was distracted by the number of dice versus the actual values of said dice.
Yeah, you'd think it's like Fireball. It's like you think
oh,
8 die
6
6 is going to
dice.
do a ton
Aw.
of damage, but no. Let's see. So
Still
the
like
ogre,
half health.
the ogre like yanks the door open, and once more a bunch of weaponry kind of clanks and clatters around, and the ogre looks surprised in a manner that you're starting to get extremely used to. It's like, Greg, you're here? What? Did you see Bonk and oh shit, what was the other one's name? There's Bonk, Stronk, and what was the last one? Gronk. Stronk was the ogre mage, right? And
it was Gronk was the ogre mage.
Okay, Gronk was the ogre mage. Did you see Bonk and Gronk? Are they okay? We haven't seen them since the Flayers went mad.
I have bad news. The Flayers killed them. We went into the Flayer pit and got our revenge, though. So the Flayers are dead now, too.
Wow. That saves us some work. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Jeez, Bonkin.
Indiscriminate ogre name. Which is probably some variation on Crush or Dush or something.
You see Arm Day and Leg Day?
What?
What are these names?
they live up to their names.
Oh my god.
Wait, one guy has the most muscular legs and the other one has the huge like biceps.
Ogre names are not exactly the greatest. It's usually what they do or some noise that they made when they came out.
Well, that's why Skitter's named Skitter? Because Skitters?
Yeah.
Hey, you can't hear me. I'm talking to
I have
Drez.
points of metagame knowledge.
Oh, right.
Arm Day. Yeah, I mean, that's just what I do. That's why I was Gorlar's #1. Dimitri kind of.
Yeah, clearly
tenses up for a second.
You told everybody you were dead, but, well, I mean, here you are in the... Man, you actually look pretty good.
Doesn't he mean in the fur?
Thanks.
I mean, you've been working out? You look stronger than the last time I saw you.
I mean, I learned how to, cast spells. That was kind of cool.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Man, I thought only Gronk got that. Did you drink any of the juice?
Oh, man. I drank so much of the juice.
Make a bluff check on that one.
Really?
Yeah. So,
He was
things.
living in crystallized
You notice
juice.
that, like every ogre you've seen so far, they look wrong. Like gray, okay.
And they have
Minus
magenta
one.
eyes.
Yeah. So these guys look like they have been through some shit that normal ogres never would.
Oh wait, so are they like fell orcs
Yes.
then that drink the blood of an evil?
Pretty much, yeah.
demonic
So
entity?
these guys have imbibed in something that, Greg, you very clearly haven't, but you have now thoroughly convinced everybody around you that you very clearly have. Man, you look really good for drinking that stuff. I only had a little bit, and, well, I mean, as you can see, and he, kind of points to his hair, which is, patchy and looks kind of bad, and his skin, which is mottled. He's like, yeah, I mean, came with a, bit of a buff. And he, flexes his arms and his, comparatively scrawny legs, which look buffer than you remember.
Does he have that, Machamp thing going on, where he's got, his skin tearing? Oh.
It looks like that happened and then has since healed.
I'm noticing our primary character for interacting with everybody who works for Gorlar in this entire storyline is the only character with a negative charisma.
And yet, he has managed to bluff his way past more than anybody else so far, I think.
He's a...
Even me.
Wait. Yeah, how is Greg pulling this off?
I don't know.
Greg has a charisma of 8.
Just blind stupidity.
You got a... Yeah.
I think
you got
anytime
20.
you've...
You got a...
Well, I think anytime you've ever had to, make a bluff check to avoid combat, Greg has always succeeded. I think Greg gets the lucky feat of the day.
He's just incredibly lucky and has no concept of how bad of an idea his decisions are.
And yet it is actually...
He's the king of Dunning-Kruger.
Yeah.
I guess
so anyway,
it did fail him once.
I was actually on my way to find Gorlar. I
Well,
have
he's,
staff support I need to give to him.
He's upstairs, but I'm not sure if you want to go there.
What's going on?
Well, I mean, the guys that drank a little bit more of the juice, well, they went, ooh, you know, I mean, you saw the flares in the pit. Well, I mean, they went full juice. I was like, maybe like a shot of juice, and well, the guys upstairs, well, they went I want to say like 3/4 of a glass of juice.
You juicing, bro?
Yeah. I mean, when I drank
what you
like
know
a
of-
whole gallon of juice.
Jesus Christ, man. Did you like...
I don't know. I think just my badassness was able to counterbalance it. And boy,
Yeah,
did I have to pee. And man,
here,
it felt like I was peeing crystals. It hurt so bad.
I know what you mean, man. But
Ugh.
I also don't know. He like puts a giant hand on your shoulder in like kind of a sad commiseration.
It was like peeing 2 kidney stones at the same time.
It's at this point that Drez feels a breeze and looks over his shoulder, and then is startled by his own wings that he didn't know were there, and lets out a yelp.
What the hell, man? Why? I had a good thing going.
They notice. You got
Do
a...
a really clever lie.
Did you get a dog? I mean, I noticed you got a robot, and is that Skitter back there? Yep, that's Skitter. How the hell is he still alive?
We kind of just give Skitter everything because we're, not all that attentive about stuff. So Skitter, I mean, he's got like
You
a
twinked
magical
out the
hammer.
goblin.
Yeah.
Huh.
Drez
I don't
is
know what that
basically
means, but it
spinning
sounds
in
like
place
something he
around
would
the corner,
understand.
trying to see what's on his back that he can't see.
Here, let me hold one of them for you. There.
Surprisingly, you feel pretty comfortable having wings. It feels normal.
I have so many questions, and everyone who can answer them is probably dead.
Anyway, yeah, so it's really, I mean, as bad as it's gonna be to see all of the things that want to kill me on my way up to Gorlar, me not talking to Gorlar is gonna work out way worse for me, because Gorlar will probably kick my ass once or twice. So, which way do I go to get to him?
Well, he points at the door that is like bubbling muck underneath it. That'd be this one. And you notice there's like even more shit barring it than anywhere else you've seen so far. And it looks like
hell.
something broke it twice.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to smash my way through that. You can help if you want, but I mean, I totally wouldn't blame you if it felt like just hanging out in another room while I take care of this with my robot here.
Okay, give me a second.
Beep,
I'm trying to
boop.
figure this out. Okay, so as soon as you start to like move past him, do you even make a save?
I thought that Dimitri had
I'm a-
Ace pretending to be a robot.
No, I'm about to get hit by a thing from the invisible ogre mage, I think.
Oh, right, because they haven't seen him, but we know that he came through here somehow.
Yep.
Let's see.
Oh.
Hold
Those are a lot of
on.
numbers.
What are your guys' HP totals?
29?
Totals?
Yeah, like how much HP do you guys currently have?
Oh, okay.
Since we scaled back a level, mine's 29.
Greg is at full HP, 63.
42.
Okay.
Dimitri is at 29.
Who has the least amount of HP out of all of you?
Probably me.
Dimitri and Alarin
Okay.
both have 29.
I think since you're not visible, Lauren, you're out of this.
Mm-hmm.
However, this guy kind of
Oh, there he is.
materializes in front of you, and Dimitri shuts off.
Oh,
Get him! Roll for initiative.
that wasn't very nice.
I'll just roll for Kahuna.
Yep. Well, no, Kahuna's just considered part of yours. And you guys get to roll initiative back there, too, because, I mean, you hear very loudly the ogre mage that you've heard before yell, get him.
Wait, if I rolled an 18,
Okay, so...
does that mean I get the +3?
Let's see.
That's a lot of enemies,
That's
including one
Greg,
hard
that's
to kill
19.
enemy.
Yeah.
We've been fighting this guy for like 3 episodes now.
You have. You didn't kill him, and he has regeneration, so he's back up to full.
In fact, if you include the original Blight attack, this is the 4th episode of fighting this same ogre.
He can kiss the furriest part of Greg's ass.
Apparently, we needed a new Seymour.
Okay. Do we? Bird, you should roll initiative for Dimitri, by the way.
Even though Dimitri shut off?
Well, he's unconscious, but if he gets hit, or if any of you guys wake him up, he gets back up, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
He just got hit by a sleep spell, seeing as he was the most injured. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sleep targets people in an order of ascending hit point count.
It's sleep.
Yeah.
I see.
And since...
Yeah. So he rolled a 39, which means that he has 39 sleep points, essentially. So he spends 29 putting Dimitri to sleep, and then if the leftover is enough to put somebody else to sleep, then they go to sleep. And it chains other people.
That's right. Sleep is awesome. It's wild.
Yeah, it's like chain lightning sleep, which in my other campaign led to me sleeping in water after it was kicked overboard.
It's really good at the level where you get it. It gets progressively worse as you go along.
It certainly gets harder to make the chain part happen.
Yeah, because if you cast sleep at level 1, you can knock out a whole tribe of goblins in like one go.
But now it's like, can I get one guy to sleep or no?
Yeah.
Like, will it affect a single person?
Okay. Let's see. So that's Dimitri. 18. Drez, you rolled a 13.
Nailed it.
Let's see. Kahuna is just tied to Alarn's initiative for convenience sake.
Mm-hmm.
And then these guys. Let's see. Guess I'll pick an ogre that's not on camera just so I can add initiative without having to worry about killing them. Okay. So, reorder all of this. You guys actually more or less get to go first. Skitter is...
That is a lot of enemies.
That is a lot of enemies. Skitter...
I might have to make a lot of allies.
What would Skitter do? Get into the middle of it. Trying to decide, because normally Skitter picks a target and gets behind them and starts hitting them, but that's absolutely not what Skitter would do right now. And I'm always busy setting up all of these fights, so I don't actually have like the ability to sit down and plan. It's like, what does Skitter do with his bag of tricks that I should probably pare down to like 2 OP things and never think about it again? Okay.
The most hopefully autopilot character you'd want to manage became the least autopilotable character.
I guess, honestly, I think Skitter's just going to cast Thunderwave. Let's see. Thunderwave, 5E. He's using it at a level... Okay, so everything has to make... Oh, Constitution. Well, that was stupid. Whatever. Let's see. The goblins first. 1, 2, 3. The 2 succeed, and then the ogres. 1, 2, 3. Well, everything more or less succeeds except for the one singular goblin. Not great. Really not great. Alright, well, Skitter feels embarrassed. Anyway, one of the goblins gets, like, punted into the wall, and then all the other guys are fine.
He doesn't usually respond well to being embarrassed.
No. Well, I mean... Currently, there's 2 big people between him and the enemies, so he's not that worried yet. He'll get there. Alright, let's see. It is Alarn's turn. You can hear, get him, and then you hear Dimitri fall over.
Yep. Well, there's also Kahuna.
Well, yeah, Kahuna's also on your team and ready to go.
Okay. Well... Can Kahuna, like, attack around people?
Kahuna can walk over and through anything.
The problem is he's going to be about
Schlorp.
where Greg and Dimitri are when he...
I mean, he could walk over... He could just walk straight through the ogre if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think he's going to help fight the ogre.
Okay. So, Dimitri, you're unconscious, but Greg, you feel the cool embrace of Kahuna as you become his Joey.
Oh.
What, in like a water pouch?
Pretty much. I mean, that's the assumption. He's like half in, half out. Kahuna's I'm assuming Kahuna attacks. You guys should probably clean Kahuna at some point. He's starting to pick up some crap.
Can he like...
Gross.
Can you do like a Squirtle squirt into the other dude's eyes for blinding or something?
If you want to try and shoot him in the face.
I don't know. Otherwise, I can just do slam. Plus 7 feet, 5 feet, 13. Okay, yeah. I suppose he'll slam the ogre.
Okay. He just slams the ogre. Roll to hit.
All right, it's a +7. Attack +7 to hit. Does that mean I add a +7 to the 20?
Yes.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Okay, he hits.
Yep, and it is one target. 13. Okay, 2d8.
I hate to do this, but I will be right back.
Goodbye.
8.
Fare
What?
thee well, GM.
I
The,
had two
the universe is
2d8
now paused.
+4, and I only get that? Why are my attack rolls so terrible? Grr. How do I
Yeah.
get 2 2s?
We did Twilight Imperium yesterday, so it was 12 hours of dice roll combat and just watching the most improbable combat outcomes happen.
Did
Like
some
somebody
people...
defeating an entire fleet with a one ship and stuff like that.
Oh, that sounds really annoying.
It's
Someone
a game that's
just had
it's a
awesome
game
rolls.
it's a game where the combat is fully susceptible to like the total upsets that happen in Risk, but also having Yu-Gi-Oh trap cards. The combat's just
Kind of
always an
reminds me of old
uncertainty.
school Civ, where it was like, I have a spearman at full health. Your tank has 1 health. Your tank is dead.
He stabs it with his spear. Haha. He got the exhaust port, I
Somebody-
guess.
Somebody in my chat is asking if
So
there's
you
like
do
a Dark
8
Souls
damage to him.
influence to this.
I had a terrible...
And I would say that that's
round of
probably
rolls.
pretty accurate, because I think Dark Souls is in, like, everything now. I noticed that a lot of my stuff pre- or post-Dark Souls has a lot of Dark Souls elements to the narratives.
This is Arm Day, and he takes 8 damage. Okay, are we talking about, like, the Dark Soulsian influence on this campaign or something?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Though, obviously, I tried to have a little bit more of an active plot. Let's see. So it is now...
And I'm gonna peek around the corner.
Greg's turn. Yeah, so, oh, right. You still have your turn, so you can see this
Yeah.
through it
so-
all.
So I see them. And because it has such a great range, I think, let me see, 5, 10. Yeah, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on a lot of the enemies.
Okay.
So that way they will have, what was it? We just have advantage on
Yeah,
them?
advantage on them. And if the Oni tries to go invisible again, he can.
Yay, because he'll be glowing.
Yes. Okay. Greg, it's your turn.
You just need to remember not to break concentration again.
Right, I can't break concentration.
Armday, I'm so sorry to have to do this. I thought we could have been friends.
Well,
I didn't think that hard about it, though.
yeah. Let's see, hit Arm Day for another 30 damage. Greg has been real consistent about the
15
damage that he rolls.
Punishing.
Yeah. So, okay, so sleep will last for 10 rounds. It doesn't actually have any rules about when they wake up. Okay, here we go. Unconscious until the spell ends, the sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap. Slap, shake, slake. The Sleeper awake.
The sleeper.
Yes. All right, so that's the rules for Dimitri. So
I suppose
Dimitri,
the undulations of Kahuna slapping the other guy didn't wake him up.
no.
He's gonna have to actually wake him.
Kahuna is very gentle when he moves past people. Okay, so you hit Arm Day for a fair amount. Okay, so Arm Day is gonna live up to his name. He actually has a class for once. And he is going to punch you for actually about the same amount of damage as if he hit you normally. He punches you twice.
Why, is he a monk or something?
Yes, he's a monk.
Ah.
Alright, so first things first, he punches Greg, probably.
Yeah.
And then he punches the wall. Breaks his fist.
Okay, so Greg takes 7 damage.
Okay.
And then yes, indeed he do, he punches the wall and takes 3 damage.
Ow.
He punches hard, but ow.
So Arm Day and Leg Day are like buffed up.
Yeah, they look buffer than normal.
Wait, so does that mean that Leg Day he's
Also
the
a
kind
monk, but he kicks.
Right, precisely.
Yes.
So it's like Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan.
Yes. Except for not stretchy. Honestly, Leg Day kind of looks like a Tyrannosaurus. He's even got the, like, big underslung jaw. Like, kind of the small, like, shrimpy arms.
Honestly, the more you say Arm Day and Leg Day, the more I think they just have really foreign-sounding but totally believable names.
Yeah,
Like
Arm Day.
Day.
Yeah. I think it's spelled like,
E-I or
Just
A-E
R-A-R.
at the end.
Arm Day.
Arm Day.
And
With 2 G's.
Or it's like all of the handmaidens on Naboo. Because there's like Padme and Corday and...
Ixnay.
yeah, Arm
Nay.
Day, Arm Day, and
Arm Day
Leg
and
Day.
Lag Day.
Yeah,
They
Alright,
just
close
sound like
enough.
they have pig Latin names.
Yeah, kind of.
almost.
Alright, so whose turn is it now?
It is, okay, so that was Arm Day. Leg Day is going to try and high jump kick you, Greg.
From across the room?
I mean, it's not that far.
That's the high part. Nope.
And...
Isn't he jumping like 30 feet?
Yeah.
How
He
much
never
space
skips
is there?
Leg Day.
You
Oh my
notice.
God.
Actually, no, you don't. Nobody notices it. Well, maybe. Greg, you get a perception check.
I'm great at these. I got 2 eyeballs.
Nope.
Uh,
Let's see, this Skitter.
what about Kahuna? Kahuna has 4 eyes.
Nope, Skitter doesn't notice shit either. Kahuna, you can roll a perception check for Kahuna, but he's at a -6 penalty
Oh, really?
for not paying attention to anything.
Okay, I should just roll a die 20 for him.
I'm
then.
sure he's got a proper perception check, but it's real low.
Negative what? 6, you said?
It's a negative, like 3 or so, -3 or 4.
Okay, negative 3. Yeah. He doesn't notice either.
A lot of 4s there. Anyway, let's see. So he tries to do that, and the Ogre Mage is going to kind of cram himself in the middle. And he just has a glaive, so he's going to try and hit 2. So... 1, 2. Okay, so he hits Greg for 1, 2. 39 damage.
Ah. How's he gonna survive that?
Magic.
Oof. That is a lot of damage.
Okay. Let's see. And it is Drez's turn. The goblins are hanging back. They can't reach. Oh, it's 36, not 39. I mathed wrong.
Oh, okay. That's still
Yeah.
a lot of damage.
So Drez might be sick of this dude.
Mm-hmm.
And Drez has a new toy. Oh, that's not good. Did that just not...
Yeah,
oh,
it just
yeah.
didn't.
You press that button. There you go.
Conjure woodland beans.
Okay.
So I have like a more magical version of my summon wildlife button now.
Okay.
Why
And
don't you just
I'm
give
going to
him
summon
druid
8
tokens,
blink
fire
dogs.
tokens?
Okay.
I have prepared their attack macro and a screen, a text document for keeping track of hit points.
Let me find them. I'm just gonna give you the seedlings that I had. I know you wanted dog tokens, but I don't have.
I was
I don't
googling
have-
Barker Ashpaws to see if I could find an image of it, and distressingly, the search result I got says, Barker Ashpaws from Pyre. Marry your favorite character online.
What?
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm really confused now about that search result. And why
Alright,
do
there
they
you
have
go.
the best picture of that character? So I was just thinking, like, what's a teleporty dog I can think of?
All right. I've surrounded the guy pretty much as possible.
Did they attack the same turn
Yeah.
during a summon?
I'm
Boy, oh
treating it
boy.
like Divinity, where they more or less take actions immediately after you.
Yeah. Let's do them in clockwise order, starting from the bottom left one, because that's easy
Okay.
enough to keep track of for now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep track of HP totals because there's no
Yeah.
way I'm going to be able to do all that.
Yeah.
And I
see.
think I've given you complete control over
You
all of them.
have.
Yes.
I can do something with that. Then I can actually label them in case they move. And I can outfit my text document while it's somebody else's turn saying...
So as
Which
usual,
one
everything
is-
comes out slightly more lizardy than you expected.
There we
so you
go.
kind of have these like weird lizard leaf dog things.
There are conveniently 7 colors in this game. Which is just enough to be able to tell them all apart. So we're going to go clockwise around from left to right. Because of anger reasons, all 6 of the ones that are in range of the what's he called again? Oni are going to attack him
Yeah, Oni.
specifically, and the other 2 are going to attack their neighboring goblins.
Okay.
I'm just going to press this button 8 times. No, I have to click the. Hang on a second. I have to hit the damage and
Your
there we go.
macro is a macroizing. There it goes.
Those are the 8 attacks.
Okay.
All right, so first one hits Magi with an AC 18 attack. Oh wait, no, I didn't scroll far enough. AC 15 attack
Okay.
for 3 piercing.
I hate to do this to you.
Yeah,
They all have advantage.
who has advantage?
All of them.
All of them had advantage.
I
Yes.
put fairy fire on
Because
the
they're
enemy.
all fairy
so...
fired.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So I'm just gonna tell you straight up. Everybody in that room's armor class is 16.
Okay.
That was not intentional. That's just how it played out.
Boy. Okay. So
I'm
the
gonna
first...
let you do that.
So maybe only re-roll the ones that are bad?
that missed.
Question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 1d20 plus 3 is the roll. So the first one I rolled a 15 for 3, and the second roll is. Can you read that? Because I need to scroll down.
9 plus 3, 12.
Okay. You missed.
Okay, so first one misses. Second one is the blue one attacking the goblin below it. It has a 21 AC hit, so that's a hit
Okay.
for 6 piercing damage. Then the green one is attacking with 18, so that's a hit for 7 piercing damage on the goblin next to him. Then orange attacks with a crit. Okay. So it started off... Oh, it actually already rolled the crit, so it's 2 piercing plus 2 for crit, so it's 4 damage. And that's against the Oni. Then orange attacks Oni for also 24 AC, 7 damage. And then pink attacks the Oni for 23 AC, which is 3 piercing damage. And then yellow attacks the Oni for 11 AC, which is a miss, so let's do the reroll. Is that a hit? That's a hit.
17. Yep.
So that's 6 damage on the Oni. And the last one critically misses. The
Okay.
unlabeled one.
Okay. So yeah, you get some chip damage on the Oni.
I might be
And-
mad at the Oni for putting me in the hell dimension for a bit.
Now that room is worse.
The room is populated.
Yes. Well, at least the goblins have something to do.
Yep.
All right.
And for your reference, they have 13 AC.
Okay. So it's Skitter's turn.
Also, as
Skitter's
a
gonna
funny,
wake up Dimitri.
just as a funny aside, for the language section of Blink Dogs, language one entry is understand Sylvan but can't speak it, and the second entry is Blink Dog. The Blink Dogs speak Blink Dog.
Arf, 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 arf.
Well, no, they're Blink Dogs. It's Morse code with blinking.
Jesus.
Oh man.
But if you read the Morse code, all it is woof woof bark bark bark.
And they're called Blink Dogs because they know Blink.
Yes. So you have teleporting wood tree lizard dog things.
So if the Oni runs away again, I'm chasing the shit out of it with teleporting to army dogs.
That sounds fucking scary.
All right.
And every time they teleport, they have a 50% chance of it recharging immediately and being usable the next turn too. You have to roll a d6 and get a 4 through 6.
Alarin, it's your turn.
Oh, why? What happened with Skitter?
He's waking up Dimitri.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Well, I'll do his move, Kahuna's. And I actually wanted to see if this would work. It might not, but I'll try it. So there's Whelm. So it needs a 15 strength saving throw, but upon failure, the target takes 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage, and if it's larger or smaller, it's also grappled until this grapple ends. But its escape is a 14. Restrained and unable to breathe. Okay, I'll try that. I'll have him try to whelm. This is the punchy one? Arm Day?
Yeah, Arm Day. Here, I'll give. We have a. Arm Day gets a little Lego hand. Leg Day gets the.
There's a foot, right? For like Fleetfoot.
I don't see a foot. I'll give him the stopwatch.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so you're whelming the guy?
Yeah.
Can I see this? It's a spell?
Yeah, this.
What Oh, the water elemental ability. I thought you were casting something.
No. This is what water elementals do.
Okay, so he is whelming the guy.
Which you can do to people that are standing
Okay,
in space.
so he needs to make a strength savings throw. Admittedly, he's real good at that. Actually, no, he's not. Ogres are really weak for some reason.
Yeah!
Right. Yeah, he fails.
So that means he takes 2d8 plus 4 damage. Alright, I'll do that.
You know, technically, you can put the Kahuna between all 3 ogres instead of just one.
But then they'd all have to roll for it. And...
Yeah.
Oh. Can he really stand? It would only get 2.
No, you can
Or
move
he
up.
could get.
Yeah, he
Could
just
he
has
get
to
all
be
3
touching
of
them.
them?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But then he'd get hit by the dogs.
No,
Why wouldn't he get hit by the dogs if he was?
because he's not covering them completely.
He's just grappling.
Yeah,
and-
it's like if you had one arm in a water tornado that's trying to hit you.
Okay, then roll for the other 2. And we'll see what happens.
Okay. Let's see. Second one,
Also fails.
also the same roll. And then the last one, why are ogres way weaker than I thought?
Okay, so he
succeeds. The ogre mage
The
succeeds.
ogre mage succeeds. Okay, but those other 2 do not. So I'll roll this. Can I just use the same roll for both, or should I roll it again?
You can use the same roll for both.
Okay.
It's only if it's separate attacks. Huh.
Alright, so that does 12 damage to them.
There
and-
are extra things here. Okay, so Arm Day and Leg Day take 12 damage.
And they're grappled.
You can pass through friendly squares, but like Greg and Dimitri can't like stand in the same square to fight, can they?
No.
They're, like, very much trapped behind each other.
Yeah. Thing is, if they swapped places...
Oh, but it says that it can only grapple one large creature up to 2 medium or smaller creatures.
Oh, well, in that case...
So I'll just go after Arm Day.
Okay, so you just go back to Arm Day. Good to know.
It'd be cool if he could grapple more, but no, size matters.
There are always more
Size
rules.
does matter. Okay, Bird, are you back?
I never left.
Oh, I heard dishes in the background, so...
Oh, that was Lady
At the
Bird walking
start,
off
and
with
also
her
listen to
dishes.
this. At the start of the
Okay.
elementals' turns, the creatures grappled by it take additional damage, the same bludgeoning
Yeah.
damage.
So, he is just straight up being grappled by the
Kahuna.
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 All right, now it's my turn then. Over here.
Yeah, so he will have to actually like break out. So Arm Day is currently being overwhelmed by Kahuna, who's just kind of turned into a water vortex.
There's really no room for me to squeeze into that room, is
So-
there?
No, not really. I was going to mention though, if you actually have Dimitri and Greg switch positions, they can both attack
I can
because
reach over his shoulder, yep.
yeah, because Greg has freaky long arms.
But I can't. I would need to step into Skitter's place to do that because I can't occupy the same tile as Dimitri.
Yeah, well, no, if you just grab Dimitri and spin, you're good.
But that's yeah, okay. I dance all night with Dimitri and move him into place. Dimitri is cool with it, and then I just blindly kind of like stab over Dimitri's shoulders into the room.
Oh, because you have reach too, right?
Yep.
I
to
never
hit,
got my turn.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You forgot about Alarn. It's okay.
Sorry.
You can like
Oh,
do
yeah.
what you were gonna do.
I'll
Yeah.
just finish up my turn.
Here,
Yeah,
we'll
so
do the
anyway,
usual thing.
I stab leg day. Is that leg
Okay.
day? I really can't
Yes.
tell.
You stab leg day, and
Leg
you still
day's
get 2
unlocked.
attacks because you switching
That was
with
a
Dimitri
move.
is just a move. Yeah.
Yeah. I could extra attack. Oh yeah. Sorry. I really need to remember that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You missed with the second one though. Well, you have advantage.
Yep. 15s and 15s, man.
You are nothing if not consistent, but it's the median-ish roll,
Yeah.
so it makes sense.
Wow. Yeah, it just
Okay.
keeps happening.
Now, Alarin, it's your turn.
So now the
I'm
guy
just gonna
he hits
do-
effectively taunted.
I'm just gonna do a
Yep.
focused Eldritch Blast on the Ogre Mage from like by like peering around the side, or can I? Or I
Yeah,
have to
you
get-
can see him. It's kind of a weird long shot, and you have to like stand on your tippy toes and like kind of like have your periscope your hand up and like pew pew over Drez's head or something. It's weird.
Okay, should I do the just 2? Because I'm focusing both beams on him. I can do the 2 die 20.
Yes.
Okay, and I have advantage, so I can re-roll.
Yes.
All right, those 7 and a 5 would have been terrible. So I roll again.
Yes.
Ah,
Okay, you
looks-
hit with both of those.
I hit with both of them.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Because remember, you have your proficiency, your stat, and the +1 from the choker. It's
Wait.
not just pure.
Oh, I was
Die
supposed to
20s.
add 4.
Yes. Well, no, it's
Sorry.
more than 4. A lot more than 4 at this point.
Oh, okay. Oh, the charisma. Am I supposed to
Yes.
add the charisma bonus?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. And do I add this to damage as well?
No.
No, not
You
to
just get a
damage.
+1 to damage.
Okay. There we go. Yay!
Well, it's a +1 per beam because they're separate entities.
I just did 2 die 10.
But it's 1 die 10 +1 and then another 1 die 10 +1 because they're separate beams, separate attacks.
Sorry. Ah, I just did it again.
It's okay. I just added +1. Dimitri, it's your turn.
Alright, thank you, Skitsman. And now it's time for rock roll. I will, I wake up from my sleep and notice that things have gone really, really crazy. There's a lot of dogs. But, nothing can stop, Dimitri when he's on Warpath. I'm going to hit, leg day.
Okay. You hit
I'm
like that.
going to hit leg day.
Okay, you are taking chunks out of leg day. In fact, you kill leg day.
Oh.
Oh, he's down.
Yeah, because you
That's
guys
even
pretty much all decided to go hate on leg day.
Well, he was
After
in
Arm
the
Day got pulled out of
door
the side.
frame.
Yeah. So technically, there's a big old ogre corpse in that void, but whatever. We'll deal with that later.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, this works out well, and I guess I'm just going to
Oops.
step slightly into the room just to start to make room.
Okay. Shall have Kahuna make a strength check?
Oh, strength?
Yep.
What kind of stats should I use for him?
He has a +6? 5. He has a +5.
Okay.
And just roll. Okay, so, Arm Day is trying to, like, swim his way out of Kahuna and does not succeed.
So
There's a warning, don't drink this because it's poison sticker on the ground.
It's just this gargantuan breaststroke happening.
Yeah, he is.
with no motion.
Have you ever seen somebody try and swim in a tornado? Because that's kind of what's going on here.
Hope
it's not very
never
successful.
Do that.
Yeah, well,
he also can't breathe. How
he will drown in like 2 minutes, which I think combat will be over by then.
combat would be over?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
drowning's
see.
really slow in the terms of how gameplay works in this game.
Yeah, I'm also sorry about the rolls before. I realized that most of my spells don't require hit dice and everything. Weird.
Yeah. Let's see. So the Oni is pissed off, but mostly is pissed off at
All the
Reg
dogs.
and the dogs. Okay, he is going to try and gonna just start trying to take out the dogs, I think. So AC of 13. Well, he how much HP do they have?
22.
Okay. Wow. I really thought that was going to demolish your blink dog. It didn't.
The power to spontaneously summon like 170 hit points on the board.
Yeah, alright. Well, he
Expensive
tries to kill
spell.
one of the blink dogs to just get it out of the way. It doesn't succeed.
Which
He's already
color?
squandered all of his AoEs, so now he's actually mostly just like a super strong ogre.
Doesn't have like a thunder wave lying around.
Nope. He cast all of his... Oh. He cast almost all of his spells per day. Okay. Anyway, Drez, it's your
Well,
turn.
call your target. I mean,
He's not casting a spell.
No, I mean like who did he attack?
Oh, he was trying to go for purple.
Okay. He was just hanging on in there.
Yeah, technically he
very well.
hit purple and missed pink.
Yeah. Okay. So I've iterated this a little bit to make it work because I realized there's a second attack roll toggle I can do, so I can do this live. So
Oh,
red
right, the
will...
goblins are going to try and fight. Here, will
Oh
you,
yeah, the
will
goblins
you
should
handle
do
that?
stuff.
Yeah, the goblins are going to try and
Those are
And-
hits.
kill their associated colored ones. Okay.
Was that 3 rolls? Oh, there is a third one. I missed
Yep.
the one on the right.
The uncolored
Okay,
one.
so blue takes 7 damage, red takes 5 damage, and the unmarked one misses.
Alright, all updated. Alright, so red dog attacks the Oni with advantage. Did it work? It worked!
It worked.
The dice
and
roll
hit-
part worked.
It missed.
Alright, now blue attacks Goblin without advantage.
No, the goblin has the goblins are fairy fire too.
Oh,
Yeah,
everyone has
it's-
fairy. Oh, everyone has fairy fire.
Yes.
It's
Alright,
a
well,
big
it hit
AoE.
anyway.
Yep.
Alright, so I'll just leave the toggle on then. Green attacks red with advantage. Damn, these rolls.
Yeah, if you guys actually wanna, if you're using these rolls, if you wanna just leave the advantage thing on at all times, I can easily just ignore.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, was that for green for the goblin?
Green on red, yeah.
Okay.
Now gold attacks Oni. For nothing was good about that one. Purple attacks Oni
Okay, that
for 7. Pink attacks Oni for 3. Yellow attacks Oni for 5. and then colorless attacks only for miss.
Okay.
Dogs are fun. Look at all these colors and numbers everywhere.
It's a lot.
For our
yeah.
benefit, I removed the description, even though it did have a meme in it.
What was said meme?
Was it Doge?
They're good dogs, Bront. What's the Bront?
Oh, you never heard that one?
It's great.
No, I've never heard that.
It's the meme.
Okay. Well, what does Drez do though?
Oh yeah, Dress took us a turn.
Yeah, because you can orchestra those dogs as much as you want.
Badass.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can. What's the range? That range doesn't qualify. Most of these ranges don't qualify. That's been spent already. Everything else has been spent already. Is there somebody noticeably wounded around here?
Yeah. Both
Greg got hit. pretty
yeah,
bad.
make perception checks, but Greg and Dimitri have both been walloped pretty hard.
That button. That's a pretty good
Okay.
button.
So you notice a couple of things. One, you notice that Greg's wounds are healing on their own. Two, Dimitri looks kind of hurt. But we've established that healing spells don't work as well on him.
Greg's wounds are healing on their own?
Yes.
Ah.
And I think actually of injured people in the room, you might actually be the most injured.
I'm going to heal myself.
Okay.
Okay, physician.
That's a good roll.
It is a good roll.
Let's see. Skitter has room. Skitter is going to be really jealous of those Air Jordans.
I called out, like, who's the most wounded? And then I'm like, well, unless it's Alarn or Skitter, I basically can't reach them. It's a touch spell.
I have 29 health, but yeah.
Let's see. Skills. Let me see stuff. I set it so he has advantage. Roll type. Always advantage. Roll. Okay,
I realize shouting color attacks Oni over and over again isn't the most exciting audio drama, but if you need a visual, just imagine the ending of Hunger Games, and that's more or less what's happening.
Nope. Okay, so Skitter is going to sneak into the room. Oh, geez, that drawing is going to be a problem. There we go. Okay. And then he's just going to kneecap the guy.
Jesus.
I
Kneecap.
mean,
Rupture tendons.
he's only tall enough to
I'm gonna
kneecap a
make
guy.
you a Skitter you can't refuse.
Alright, so 25 on the Oni. Let's see. It is Greg's turn.
Yeah! I step forward. Good work there, Dimitri. You're a robot after my own heart. Can I, like, catty corner through here?
Yeah, oh yeah, you can squeeze by.
Okay. Catty corner. Hello, Oni. I have... God, I need to replace my mouse. I cannot...
Yeah, the official rule is that you can move through ally squares, you just can't end any movement on them.
Unless they're small, at which point you can.
Is Skitter considered small?
Oh yeah.
I wonder
can
what an
just
18
stand
and a
over
13
him.
averages.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, how tall are goblins? Are they 3 or 4 feet, or probably more like 3?
Skitter was on the tall side. I think he was like 3.5 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, an 18 and a 13, if you average that and round down, that's a 15. Just saying.
You're not wrong. Okay. Let's see. Trying to determine. We've only been in combat for 2 rounds total, right?
Yep. A lot has
Yeah.
happened in like 6 seconds.
Uh-oh, why?
Or
Is
12
the building
seconds.
gonna start floating into the sky?
No, not yet. Well, no. That already happened.
Oh.
You missed that.
I
You
mean,
got You guys are airborne in a cross-section of the building.
That's why everything
everything's
spherical is
tilting.
rolling across the floor.
Yeah.
Right, but I didn't know that we
I'm
were
just trying to
already
decide,
elite.
because every single person in this room heals.
Oh.
Yeah, all of the
Right.
goblins, all of the ogres heal.
Oh, they're the
He has to update us. He has to update all the troll blood.
Pretty much.
Troll blood, yep.
This was
And
a good
some
time to get wings.
Yeah, so the main thing was I was trying to decide if the Oni had been hit before or after he had gotten hurt. Okay, I think that's all of that. Okay, so Greg hit him. Alarn, it's your turn. You should roll damage for Kahuna.
Alright, because it's the start of his turn. So he gets the... Wait, this here. Okay, so that's how much he damages Armday. And I think he's going to continue using Whelm on him. So that's just going to be the damage that he
Okay.
does. So
Is it called? It's called Whelm.
Yep.
Yeah, Whelm. To overwhelm.
Yeah, it's like I am whelmed.
He is sufficiently whelmed. You see him breaststroking as hard as he can to get out of a creature just as large as him. It's pretty bad. It's like if you were in a kiddie pool and you couldn't escape it by swimming.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on myself, sort of going in the lines of what Drez was doing, because I am really weak right now. So.
Alright. And Dimitri, it's your turn.
Beep.
Combat has gotten so complicated.
That's
You have advantage.
well, I realized I actually couldn't hit the Oni after all. This is on Arm Day then.
So we reached the point where I can summon 8 things. Alarn has like a permanent summon, and
There you
Bert
go.
has 2 characters.
And I'll re-roll that. Okay.
I'm so sorry, Wander.
And now,
It'll clean itself out soonish, maybe.
and here's extra attack. Yeah.
Alright. Roll
Oh, no.
die 100.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm glad I'm well the way over here.
Yeah, we're all.
I
the way
like
down
how
this
I've
hallway.
single-handedly
All
made
right.
critical hits.
89. What's that?
Oh, this one's
Okay.
funny. This one's really, really funny. I
Aw.
love this one.
Roll 1 die 4.
Yay!
Okay.
Are
It's
you
1d4
sending a
times
bunch of
10.
Flaming
Yeah,
gemstones?
but you hit him with 40 just these this is actually I've
Really
read this
cheap
40.
jewelry.
no, these are not cheap jewelry. These look real fancy. You are hitting this man with what look to be rubies. Like these glowing
Spraying
ruby
rubies.
things. And you are just fishing him in the face. So you hit him for 40 damage.
And is Kahuna injured or?
You just kill Armday.
Oh, Armday's gone.
You kill him in a hail of gemstones.
Just machine gun
And-
rubies into his face and kill him.
And then Kahuna is all blinged out with ogre corpse and rubies.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Feels like when you go to those gold mining places, they have the what is it? The
Like the
Yeah,
fake
panning
treasure
for
room.
gold.
they always have the like here's a tiny circular bottle that has like gold flakes in it.
Yep.
Yeah, except for it's like legit
Kahuna's Goldschlager.
Oh,
rubies. He is
gross.
Goldschlager. Or Orgschlager. Okay. Well, you've killed Armday. And let's see. By the way, Shell, Kahuna takes 20 damage from being peppered by rubies.
Okay.
But that's okay. Let's see. The ogre mage's turn. He's pissed off.
What
Can't
a
do shit.
surprise!
He's gonna hit Greg. Twice. Greg takes 38 damage.
Tell
Damn.
my wife I loved her.
Tell my wife
Wait, wrong accent. Ah! Son of a bitch. Ah. There we are. Much better.
All right. Let's see. Drez, it's your turn.
Stop. Are we ready for damage?
Are we ready for dog spam? Oh, right.
Dog
I should
spam
probably roll
is
for the.
best spam.
I should probably roll for the goblins.
Oh, they haven't attacked yet?
No, they're just gonna keep hitting the dogs.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. So the blue one takes 7 damage, and the unmarked one takes 9.
Got it.
All right, and now dog spam.
Now dog spam, which I have programmed as my cantrip slot. Just blink dog attack. Alright, so everyone, Fairy Fire is still active, right?
Oh yeah, and
I haven't stopped concentrating on it.
Yep.
Red on Oni. Hit.
all right.
No miss? Do ties
Is
hit
that-
or miss? I forgot.
Well, it says
It hit.
Fairy Fire's 1 minute, but is combat?
It hit.
Yeah.
16 is a hit.
Alright, so 5 damage on Oni. Blue hits Blue Goblin for 6. Green hits Red Goblin for 6. Gold or orange hits Oni for 5. Purple hits Oni for 5. Pink doesn't hit Oni. Wow. How does advantage mix with crit fails?
It misses. It
When
it misses.
All right, then colorless hits.
Crit for 4.
Also crits for 4.
Okay.
That thing does not die easily.
Yeah. But your dogs are single-handedly keeping it from healing up.
If nothing else.
Yep. So what does Drez do? Greg is unconscious on the floor. Dimitri looks pretty bad. Ogre's looking pretty bad too.
Oh, I didn't realize Greg was unconscious. No.
Yeah, he just went down.
Drez is gonna awkwardly squeeze in here. In this awkward little corner. And is going to cast Cure Wounds on Greg.
Alright, Greg is back in business.
Enjoy them level 1 spells. They're all I've got.
Tell my wife she doesn't exist. I'm back.
Alright, let's see. Peter is going to... Peter's just gonna kill the goblin next to him, I think. Oh, right. I should probably actually roll the damage attack thing, seeing
Now,
as I've
does he
got
actually recognize
Damn.
these goblins? or no?
Yes, he is very aware of who they are. And
Yeah,
he
but
knows
they're
them,
also
and he
horror
also does not
monsters.
like them.
They're
Yes.
probably dicks anyway.
Yeah.
Like
Peter
everyone
has
else.
no love for goblin kind. At least not in Gorlar's troop. Let's see. So that's... Yeah, he just kills it. Greg, you're up, and it's your turn.
Alright.
I was like, well, Skitter could kill the Ogre Mage, seeing as he knows exactly how much HP it has. So he's actually not going to kill Steel.
Flex them muscles. And let's do this.
Alright, you kill the Oni.
So when you started this campaign, did you ever think our 3-player party would have 14 units?
When you
Stab,
said Druid, I
goblin.
knew what was going to happen. Okay. Let's see. So that you take a big old chunk out of him. Let's see. Lauren, it's your turn.
Kahuna's gonna dump the body of Armday on the goblin next to him.
Okay. That's pretty much just a regular attack for Kahuna.
Really? Just
Bludgeoning people with corpses? Yeah, that's about the same amount of damage.
What about the crushing force?
I mean, hitting a person with a large creature or hitting a person with a large creature. About the same thing.
Okay. So I'll just do the +6, was it? For that. That probably hits. I don't need
Yeah.
another roll.
Yeah, roll damage.
Yeah. +4. So he just drops the body of
Okay,
Armday
and
onto
you pin the goblin. I guess he probably gets a reflex save to see if he gets pinned or not. And nope,
Oh,
he is under there.
firmly under the corpse.
He
of
is
his-
right in
oh.
between the butt cheeks.
Clever.
of the
Yeah,
dead
he
ogre.
is. He is wedged in.
To get Joey
Honestly, I'd say he's probably wedged in Armday's pits, because Armday does
His
not have
armpits.
much of a butt.
Oh, he's
But
got
he's
Hank
got-
Hill ass.
He's got Hank Hill ass, which is why he never really went for leg day. He couldn't sit in the leg machine. That just hurt. But his pits, he stores shit in there.
This is terrible.
Anyway, Dimitri,
I was-
it's your turn.
I was
but
reading a
haven't done
description for a
anything.
Oh, yeah,
moment.
that
Did the boss, did the Oni die or escape again?
He died.
He
Oh, thank God.
died.
This time.
Yeah. If Shell had not fairy fired, he would have escaped again. But
God damn it!
Fairy fire is awesome.
because he
We
can
don't
cast
need so many
invisibility at
recurring
will.
villains. We had Tablemancer. We don't need
No, I'm
don't need
goddamming it at the
Tablemancer's
concept
more
of him
annoying.
escaping again.
invisible
Like
friend.
just the idea is already bad.
How would you like to fight Gorlar plus the Ogre Mage again? Okay. Let's see. So, yeah. So, Lauren, what were you doing?
I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast the one goblin. Let's see. So the 2 hit is the one that gets the bonus, right?
No, 2 hit and damage.
Both?
Yes, it's a +1 to both from the choker.
Ah.
It gives you a bonus to all magic-based attacks.
Probably. I can do the reroll though.
Well, you get a second roll because you're hitting him with 2 beams. Also, you have
Also advantage.
Well-
Also he's pinned.
Shell.
Yeah?
You totally forgot about your proficiency and your other stuff.
You just said +1. I said +4 for everything.
But it's not a +4 from everything because you get your charisma there too. It's proficiency, charisma, and the choker.
Oh man, that's immense. That'd be like a +7, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
That's the point of proficiency. Is it's the things your character's good at.
Well, okay.
So,
that's like
Shell,
a 26
you don't need
and
to
a 12.
re-roll them. You hit with the first 2 rolls. Can you go make attack macros for this?
Attack macro for it.
'Cause
I will. Eldritch
me
Blast
having
is
to
the
remind you
only
with
thing
every-
I have that requires hitting.
Every time we do Eldritch Blast, we have to do Spell Attacks 101 with you.
Sorry.
Anyway. Anyway, you which goblin are you hitting? Unmarked or
The one on the floor.
Okay, yeah, you kill him.
Oh, okay. Wait, but I haven't.
Oh, you
even
haven't rolled damage.
Well,
Sorry.
haven't rolled
I saw the
yet.
26 and I'm like, yeah, he's
The
dead.
best shell you could find.
Yeah, you kill him. Damn. Anyway, let's see. Dimitri, now it's your
Those
turn.
were good rolls.
Alright. Boop, boop, boop. Beep, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, you kill him.
Good doggies.
They're tough goblins,
I
but they
reach
are
over to
not that
pet
tough.
one of the lizard dog leaf atrocities.
Somebody has to try to draw this so I can even picture what we're talking about. Just
These are
lizard
good
dogs that
Bronx.
teleport.
Well,
big deal.
okay, so imagine kind of a planty version of the
I just googled lizard dog and all I got was pictures of large iguanas.
I was gonna say it's probably kind of like the demo dog from Stranger Things season 2, but barky and less face splitty, unless you really want that. Anyway, combat is over, and you have a small army for what, the next hour?
yeah.
Well, it is time for a break anyway.
Listen,
Yes.
level 4 spells are expensive. Although this seems to have gotten me more damage than the blights usually do.
Just wait until the next area. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, I need to go back to the bathroom. God damn these teas.
Oh no, what have I done?
The complexities involving spellcasting are why I've always avoided spellcaster characters.
Well, the interesting thing is most of my spells are just you use the spell, and it's on the onus is on the people being affected in the area to see if they dodge or use.
Yeah, it's just the DC, right?
Yeah, it's just a DC. So this is the first spell I've acquired where I have to hit with it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that playing with a paladin would be a really good way to kind of get my feet wet with the spellcaster, because it's not super complicated, and I can also just do regular attacks. But turns out that paladin spells are like amazing, and also just very, very, very slow to get more of. Like, I get level 3 spells next level, though, so I'm looking forward to that. Spellcasting is very complex. It's super complex if you're used to, like, video game spellcasting, where you just click a button and then it happens.
Interestingly, Divinity almost sets you up for getting used to the memorizing spells system.
Which I totally ignore, and I'm surprised no one's ever called me out on it, but I always just kind of use the same spells over and over again anyway, so...
Oh, we've noticed.
Huh?
We've noticed. That I pick up these
mean,
spell books
between,
and
like,
they're like, oh yeah,
Bless-
Bird already knows that. And I'm like, he never uses this?
Oh, no, I mean, I thought you were talking about in this game. In Divinity,
Oh.
I use the same spells over and over again because they're, like... I just use the best ones of both schools.
Well, I don't know your class well enough to know what options you're ignoring.
Not
or even
much.
how many spells you
Paladin
have
spells
or can
are
get.
amazing, but like, I just haven't had any reason to use them in a while. Alright, right, I'm gonna get some water, and then I'll be good to go.
So, but I'm not able to. And to hit, it says 8 bonus magic 1. I don't know if this looks right. 1 die 20 plus 7. It's not doing the plus 1 though.
I'm back.
I think I found what a blink dog would look like.
So, you know, a lot of people really like having cheese and crackers at the same time. Those are a very classic combo, and they taste delicious together.
I'm having crackers with peanut butter.
That's also really tasty. I'm very lazy, but I also still like cheese and crackers. So what I've discovered is that if I eat a cheese stick and then eat a cracker, I get the same effect. And I don't have to, like,
Jesus.
cut up the cheese. I don't have to do anything.
Wander,
And
check the link.
I'm super
which one?
bachelory.
I found the most weirdly fitting appearance and even behavior.
What the hell is this?
Look at how
It's
it
a
moves.
plant dog.
Which link in podcast?
Yeah.
With Disney Pixar.
Oh,
But
that thing. Yeah.
And then, like halfway through the video, you start singing it when it moves, and it's like that's basically.
Wait a minute,
What I
that's from John
summoned.
Carter of Mars.
Yeah, that's from
Ew.
John Carter of Mars. The other one is what Siegel suggested, which I think is a little bit more appropriate.
Like
This
it's
thing-
it's almost
thing
close
is
to
like-
teleporting.
This thing is like a living tongue. Or like if Chewbacca were a baby.
But it's so cute.
But have you seen what it does at the end of the video?
It has super
Uh,
speed.
Yeah,
me
it's like
see.
only one step removed from what I summoned.
Wow. It's pretty damn gross. Pretty
I liked
damn
that movie,
gross.
but it was also very bad.
I hated that movie.
I never saw it.
It's funny because
I went into it with very low expectations, and I was not disappointed.
I actually read Princess of Mars.
My dad did too. He
It's
did
one
not
One of those-
like John
It's one of those
Carter.
really rough movies where they try to adapt a huge amount of source material into a very short movie, so that they only have enough time in each scene to narrate what the scene's about, and then it's over.
Oh,
and
it's
then
the
that's the whole
Warcraft
movie.
movie, but
Like, yeah, like
Somehow
it's so
worse.
like, oh my god, nothing happens in this movie besides explanations of the story of this movie.
It's really weird because I wanted the Warcraft movie to be good, but it lacked all of the color and stylization of the games.
and it
So
lacked good writing.
That
Yeah.
too, obviously. Like at this point, the cutscenes for the video games are so beautiful. It's like, why not just do that?
When a movie looks that good and is written that poorly, it feels so bizarre because so many people are doing good work except for the most important people, basically. Like the amount of good work happening across hundreds of people is so disproportionate to like the mistakes made by like a couple people that were in the power of the part that drags the whole production down.
Yeah,
I
I mean that's
suppose
true
the
of a lot of
artists
movies.
just have to make
I mean,
the
Rogue One.
animation and everything look
Yeah.
great, and
But I just mean like nowadays, like they're willing to put so much money into the visuals of movies and hire hundreds of people to do the CG, and then they don't get to
Yeah,
nail the.
it kind of feels like maybe 3 people read the script
Yeah.
before it went into production.
they don't nail the cheap part of the movie that's easy to make for cheap. Like not like good stories aren't easy necessarily, but like it doesn't cost millions of dollars to make the writing better.
That's how I feel about the Ready Player One movie. I'm like, every time I see the trailer for it, I'm like, that looks like it's going to be a great piece of shit.
Pop culture reference the movie. Have you seen more
Yeah.
pop cultures? What about more pop cultures?
Because I actually really liked reading that book because it was appropriate pop cultures and like, you know, well written-ish. The movie it just looks like this big race thing. Why is there this big race? I don't know, but cars. DeLorean. Did you see the DeLorean? DeLorean.
Okay, I am ready to go. I finished
I'm good to
eating my
go.
crackers.
The pop culture reference is the most boring part of that book.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just
All
a guy
right.
describing things by naming them. It's like, okay, let's get back to the dystopian future setting descriptions because that's interesting.
Yep.
Oh, I can't share.
3, 2, 1, start. All right, can we get a Drez cap? Seeing as Drez has.
I have so
Monsters.
many dogs.
All right, we're done.
And also, I have wings now, and I have questions.
Oh, you're becoming men.
And the asshole that got me in that hole full of the nightmare health stuff is dead now, and I'm standing on his corpse. So all in all, it's an alright day.
Excuse me.
Well,
I
you
should
know,
probably be
I
weirded
like
out.
the idea. I like the idea of Drez like trying to rigor mortis the ogre mage into some kind of like throne.
Ew.
I'm gonna put my mask
I
on.
wouldn't put it past Drez.
I should
Why?
probably be
Everything's
weirded
dead.
out
There's
by
nothing to
how I
worry
just
about. Oh, wait, that's
I
why you want to put your mask on.
Right, so I'm gonna put my mask on and see if there are any spirits lingering in this realm.
You do not actually. It
Spirit
feels
vision.
empty.
They get sucked up that fast?
Ogres don't have souls. Anyway, let's open up this door.
Okay, you open
I
that
should-
door. It
I
is
should
not
probably
barred.
be weirded out by how growing two new extremities doesn't feel weird.
You guys coming? Open door.
I mean, you had wings when you were bigger. It's normal.
I
How
don't
would-
remember that.
How does one acquire the neurons necessary to control new appendages like that?
No one knows what neurons are in this universe.
Well, it's a legitimate question. Like, I know that cyborgs
This
and stuff, they
castle
always,
is floating.
like, people are given extra limbs and whatnot.
Yeah,
and
you
it's
do
like
notice
something-
gravity-
midichlorians.
You
Let's
do
go.
notice the gravity feels kind of screwy. Okay, so Greg reaches the next door.
Guys, are you sure we shouldn't check to make sure we haven't drifted up into the portal?
I turned around with the door, like, held wide open. Yeah, but... Door.
You find a room.
Eh,
It's got your
Go,
favorite
Lar.
things. Alarin books. See? Everything works out great.
Yeah.
Nope.
Unfortunately, we don't really have time to read them. Well, what do we have in here?
A conspicuous
so you
amount of
find-
line of sight preservation.
I wanted to see if you guys would just leave. So Alarin finds 2 treasure chests at the end.
Oh, yay! Well, what's
Oh.
inside them?
Actually, I just left the room. So, we just saw books that were like, okay, bye.
I didn't
This
even
is-
question the weirdness that he illuminated the first row but not the second row.
Whatever.
I have your number.
Yeah, literally.
Is there anything in these that's worth note?
Okay, so you pop open the treasure chest. I pull up my notes. Okay.
Pop
You
into a
find-
notebook.
You find a couple of healing potions.
Ooh, how many?
You find 3, 2, 1 in that order, in escalating size.
Okay.
And then you also find 6 upgrade orbs, and an upgrade orb that you can't pick up.
Oh, hey, Skitter!
It must be dark matter.
Skitter?
Yeah?
Can you pick up this orb by any chance?
Let's see. Skitter is going to try.
No, you don't want to call
Pick it
Skitter,
up.
you want to call Nibbler.
Skitter more or less like fumbles it a bunch, and it just kind of rolls around at the bottom. Nope.
Huh. Is it just that heavy?
No, it's really slippery.
It's slippery.
Oh
That's-
no.
That's why we can't lift
Kahuna
it.
can
Yes.
slump it.
It's a frictionless upgrade orb.
Oh, okay. Well,
Who
what in my
wants
bag?
ice skates?
What in my bag of tricks could have some kind of advantage with something like this? Ew, that would be weird. I was looking over my list and the horn comes up. Like, toot toot kind of horn. I do not know what a slippery horn would be like.
Ew. You could have a slippery Damien.
Ew. I don't know about
I think that would make it just so he starts lying to you nonstop.
So does the
What
Oni
is
have
that-
like a
is that
spell
better?
casting
Is that
catalyst or
worse?
anything?
Okay, so you actually loot the Oni. So he has a spear, and it looks appropriately deadly. He has a set of robes, a belt, and he does have. It's, you know that like spell focus thing you got?
Yeah.
It looks a lot like that, but it's pitch black.
Oh my god, could I have summoned laser dogs? Well, if I use the catalyst when I summon them? What does that even mean? No one knows.
Until you actually do it.
Terrified. What if it just
See,
shoots
technically
a
he has a
What
glaive,
if-
but I'm gonna call it a
Well,
spear.
I'm gonna
What
bring
if,
out.
what if all it does is shoot a dog-shaped laser?
Arf!
I'm gonna bring up one of the bomb orbs and I'm going to touch it to the slimy orb.
Wait. Are you trying to make a frictionless bomb, or you're just trying to pick it up?
No, I'm trying to make a bomb orb that can explode and make a like surface slimy or slippery. I don't know.
Oh.
That's actually super reasonable.
Like a banana peel bomb?
Okay.
Floor. Yeah.
An oil.
You want an oil slick bomb?
Precisely. Or
That's
at least
specific.
that's what I hope it will be.
Okay.
You're thinking.
Well, I'm not used to upgrade orbs being used on temporary use items.
Well, part of it's because I'm looking at all my other permanent items and I don't see how they would benefit from something like this.
Okay. So, what happens is kind of strange. Instead of absorbing the orb into the sticky, it's kind of the reverse.
The bomb goes into the orb?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Now you have an orb that you can pick up, and it's kind of just like clear,
a clear
and
orb?
it feels like it's sloshing.
Congratulations, you got a water balloon.
Clear orb.
Yeah, well, it
slash-
feels like a water balloon, but
Full
you
of
replace
cooking oil.
balloon with a Christmas ornament.
A bauble. Or whatever those
Oh.
things are pronounced.
It's a water balloon full of Crisco.
Yeah.
Okay, that works, and that's all that's in this room. No, there are no books that are like out.
I mean,
On
nothing
their own, right?
immediately catches your attention.
Perception check.
Hey, if you guys want to like actually find shit in this
I
campaign,
did roll
if,
for investigation but
with the chests,
with the chests. That's
yeah.
true.
Again, you have to be specific, and you actually have to make checks. Otherwise,
I
I'm
don't
not
see
going to give
anything.
you anything. Yeah, you don't actually see much.
Let's
I
try
was
an
hoping-
Arcana check to see if I can tell if this stuff is useful at all. Wow.
Which stuff? The
His loot.
Okay.
The items on the
Every
Oni.
single thing is magical.
Oh, great. And I can't identify anything myself, right?
No.
Skitter
Skitter
can.
takes like an hour.
Oh, yeah.
It's a minute per.
Oh. Well, enjoy the to-do list.
Okay. So it was the
There's
robe,
a
the
lot
belt.
of items.
Let's see, the focus
He has a
and the
car.
glaive. Did I say anything else?
I don't remember anything else.
Oh yeah. He does have 2 vials of like vibrant magenta.
The usual.
No, this is vibrant. Not
Maybe-
like a little bit red magenta. This is
They're,
like
they're even more
glowing magenta.
magenta-ier.
Maybe this is the stuff they're drinking.
Oh, it could be the nasty.
Oh, yeah, ooh.
It could be the bad time person mutator
What,
stuff.
what do you think would happen if we took that thing and put it in Kahuna?
Yeah.
Kahuna
I don't
explosion.
I don't know
It goes
how
from Goldschlager to
wrapped that-
Goldschlager with Pepto.
If you noticed, didn't
Oh yeah, Kahuna is filled with 40 like ruby things.
I guess I start going in and like fishing them out. I mean, I don't know. Do you want these, Kahuna?
he
there's-
lets them all plop on the floor.
Yeah, Kahuna does not have a concept of economics or anything.
But does he have a
He's
concept
probably-
of shiny?
He's probably also colorblind.
I guess I pick up all the rubies, and I want to know something. What are these dogs doing? Are they just like standing at attention, like military dogs, or what are they doing over here?
They are his thralls.
Because I'm picturing them either like standing like a line of police dogs, like a little army, or they're like just having a massive puppy playtime in the other side of the room. And it's gotta be one or the other.
I was thinking they're kind of like those like 3D models. Whenever you have like kind of a copy pasted creature, it also has copy and pasted animations.
Just
So they're all like wagging their tails at the exact same time.
Oh god, like it's a shitty old like
Because they all
2000s
spawn at the
video
same
game.
time, so they're all their animations at the same timer right now.
The dogs
Yep.
are blinking at each other like, have you heard of the high elves? Nasty creatures they are.
You enter their radius, and all of them turn to you to greet you simultaneously.
They just don't blink at
All
you.
their-
at the
Yeah, just
exact same-
8 simultaneous barks.
Oh no!
Well, they have like 2 or 3 phrases between them, so some of them are like hello and others are good day. So it's just like ruff 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 ruff.
We've gone too far.
Welcome to Zagnoth.
Welcome to Zagnoth, the Elder Scrolls edition.
So what did you find?
Okay, you're responding to Skitter?
Dell?
Oh,
Shell.
me? I found some healing potions and a weird orb, but I couldn't pick it up because it was so slippery, so I applied it to one of my bomb orbs. We'll see what it does in the future. Who knows?
How
Hey,
about we
guys.
make the future the present, and you go
How
chuck
about you
that
go
bomb
first
orb.
for the rest of forever?
You chuck that bomb orb into the pit down below.
But I can use it on Gorlar.
Well, we want to know if that's a good idea or not.
Imagine if he falls flat on his face because of. That's the wrong word.
Make a perception check, by the way.
What? I was just thinking.
Greg,
of,
Dimitri,
like,
and
floor
Alarin.
lubrication.
Greg, Dimitri, and Alarin, you guys should make perception checks.
Perception checks.
Only those three?
We're the ones that are on the gross.
Okay.
Oh.
You're in the group.
Greg, you hear from Alarin's bag.
We forgot to loot the other chest.
What, Damien? But I thought that those were all the things in the two chests.
You looted the one chest.
Alright,
Uh,
I'll take care of this. Which one? Let's do this
the one on the left.
Yeah, it's the one on the left. That one's open. The other one is
that's
not.
empty.
Alright. I'm gonna punch this chest into revealing its,
Contents.
secrets to me.
All right. That's not. You'd want to make an intimidate check if you're punching it, probably.
Alright.
How could you intimidate
Alright.
a chest unless it's a mimic?
You more or less pick the chest up and just start slamming it around a bunch.
Intimidate
And-
check.
As you destroy the flagstones beneath the chest, there is a weird and ominous click from actually one of the bookshelves.
Which one?
The one like kind of back behind near the other chest.
How does that click
And you notice
sound
that there's some
ominous?
kind of like conduit thing that you just smashed through.
A
It sounds
conduit?
ominous because narrator. Narration intent.
And the other
click.
chest, an abject chesty terror,
Uh.
opens up and proffers about 5 more upgrade orbs and an equal amount of healing potions.
Jesus.
Alright,
That's
Stacy,
what
you can
I
take those then.
thought. I mean,
Why do you need
that's
to
what I
intimidate
thought.
the chest?
5 upgrade orbs.
Greg now has the ability to animate objects out of sheer fear as long as he gets the right intimidation check.
Greg's
Good, an
inventory
inanimate
is
object
totally
and
empty.
spitting up treasure.
I probably didn't see anything regarding the clicky sound because my
No, it was
investigation
some
so
mechanism.
low.
There was the classic book switch thing that you didn't see because you didn't roll high enough. But with the nat 20, shit happened.
Alright. Hey, Damien! Damien!
Oh, I can
Yes.
pull Damien out, yeah.
Thanks.
What's up?
You're always looking out for us. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye. Good talk.
You're
love you.
welcome.
During all this, we can assume that Dimitri has, like, opened this door. And
Okay,
Has,
so
like, probably started down one of the hallways.
Dimitri is slowly picking through the amount of weapons that have been jammed into the side of this door
Okay.
to
Oh.
prevent it from being opened.
Oh.
Alright.
Why did all these people just hold themselves up in these rooms? What kind of rations or preparations had they made?
Okay, Dimitri has managed to clear most of the weapons and opened the door.
I don't know.
The-
I assume none of
Wait,
these
so the weapons are
even
on-
all that's good anyway.
The weapons are on this side to hold the door closed?
Yes.
That's alarming.
Yes, it looks like they had holed themselves up in here because
and
something on the other side
seeping
had
in
them
from
worried.
under the door?
Yes. So, you know the black crystally stuff you guys have been seeing this whole time
Yeah.
on the ground where wherever like the pink crystal was? This stuff is like slowly oozing out. Like it's
Oh.
I'm trying to think. You know
Tar.
Yeah, you know like when wet
Asphalt.
tar is like drying but like it's moving out so it's like slightly tacky. So the area you're in is in difficult terrain.
Oh, goody. That
Yeah.
won't affect me.
And it is
I opened the door.
yeah, so you open the door and my art doesn't really do this justice. I'll switch to a different pyro song, thank you. Okay. So the kind of hallway beyond is dark. Like almost like light is kind of being swallowed by it. But the walls, the floor, the everything is kind of covered in this dark substance, and it's kind of gross. It's like some eldritch horror sneezed, and then used this fortress as a hanky.
Ew.
Okay, what if I take my bag of goop and I start plopping large foot-sized gobs.
Okay,
on the
you
ground.
can make you make
Stepping
about
stones?
12 stepping stones before you run out of goo.
Wait, is the goo gone for good?
You don't know. We've never used this thing really.
I use it all the time. I've used it to slather doors, to
Well,
defeat slimes.
Up until now, you
to-
have never reached the bottom of the bag, but you just reached the bottom of the bag.
Okay, so does that mean 12 squares?
No. You have to. You're putting them up about every 3 feet, so you make it about 4 squares before you run out of goo.
Okay, so only to this part of the hallway, really?
Yeah. I mean, you can walk on the other stuff. It's just uncomfortable.
What's down the hall that Dimitri's going?
Okay, so Dimitri, there's like a little room. It looks like it might have once been like a study of some kind. But it's gotten, significantly worse.
I learned how to walk real great recently, so I should probably be going through all the difficult terrain.
I learned how to walk real great.
As long as, get this, as long as Greg is running, difficult terrain doesn't apply to him. If he's
Cool.
walking, it
Yeah,
does,
if
if he's sprinting, it
he
doesn't bother
sprints like a
him.
lunatic.
Yeah!
Meanwhile, I can just walk normal
Okay.
speed through difficult terrain and nothing happens.
So, Greg, you see what looks to be like a little study, and then as you kind of like round the corner, you see like a whole hell of a lot of crystal at the other end.
Let's just assume my dogs are following me nearby.
Okay, we'll
Yes,
we'll
please.
have them
While-
show up as soon
while
as
I
combat
awkward-
happens.
Yeah, while I awkwardly go through hallways.
What happens to Kahuna when he goes over the tar?
He becomes Tarhuna.
Ew.
Or
Alright,
is it one of those
uh,
things where it
Greg just
repels
nat 20
because
to
they're-
investigating the bookshelves.
Okay, so Greg.
Only that 20
Uh,
perceptioning.
So
Perception
one
and
thing I did
investigation
mention.
is more or less the same mechanic when it comes to searching, correct?
Kind of. Perception is just noticing something at a glance or hearing a sound and stuff like that, or smelling something, whereas investigation is like I'm like actually
Yeah, in
going
this
into the
case,
details and gritty of
you're
stuff.
investigating, but I think your investigation bonus is probably the exact same.
It's the exact same. I'm not
Yeah.
proficient in either. So
Yeah.
one's wisdom, one's int, but I mean it's 20.
Yeah. So usually I will ask you for perception, and you will give me investigation if that makes sense.
Well, I have a question.
Like
does,
I will
Sorry.
initiate one versus the other. It's fine.
Does Dimitri have like purify water by any chance? Being a
Yes,
paladin?
I can make holy water, but it takes an hour, so it's super duper annoying and not worth doing.
Okay.
Now
I-
just pretend I said all of that in a Russian accent.
it's a
Okay.
bigger problem for me because I have a lower int than a wisdom.
So, Greg, you are in this kind of like little study, and it looks like it might have been just kind of like a little loungy area outside of the rooms or something. Technically, there are more rooms here, but I've given due to mapping limitations and so on and so forth, I couldn't have them all. But it looks like kind of like the lounge outside of a college like classroom or whatever, kind of one of those.
What's a college?
It's a place where Greg will never ever set foot in.
Fair point.
But you notice that some people actually have been busy in here, both before and after the sludgy stuff started kind of coming in. So there are some books that are covered in the sludgy stuff, and there's some books that have been uncovered and like kind of set down on it, and it looks like it's a lot of notes, and some in languages that you can't read. I mean, did we establish whether or not Greg was illiterate?
Greg can speak common.
Okay.
I assume
well,
he's-
he can.
And
Yeah. I
Well,
thought we had made
speaking
a
is
joke
different from
about.
literacy.
Yeah, I thought we
Yeah.
had made a joke about Greg being illiterate, but I didn't remember.
he is 10 intelligence, so he's
Okay, yeah, so
average.
he's probably literate enough.
Yep.
But you actually
I'm alarmed
recognize
that Greg is average for this universe.
But you do notice a couple of books in handwriting that you recognize. That these are like notes and stuff from people you've seen in the past.
Uh-huh.
Do you Are you actually looking at them, or you're just like, oh, that's neat, and then you walk off?
What?
I'll actually like flip through them, especially because they're people that I know.
Okay, so it actually looks like you've stumbled across at least a couple of notes that Gorlar wrote,
Gorlar?
as well as Strunk and a couple other ogre mages that you've inevitably had to come in contact with.
It's
Over
Gorlar's
the course of-
diary.
No, it's not Gorlar's diary, but it looks like it was like orders and some like missives and notes passed back and forth, possibly by Courier Goblin. But they are discussing. It actually looks like they're discussing what to do about the mind flayers. And I guess short summary is, from what you can gather on it, give me a perception check. Or something, I don't know. Maybe just a roll of wisdom for reading into things.
I need a better mouse. Mine's broken.
Roll for reading into.
Okay. Okay. So you get the. I mean, you have. Well, no. I guess I'll use your initial investigation check. You miss maybe some subtext, but effectively.
The blue curtain symbolizes desire.
Yeah. You miss out on a thing, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But effectively, some of these actually go back a fair ways. Specifically, from before you guys were even in Zagnoth, that Gorlar actually was... Like, these notes are fairly substantial, but it's Gorlar speaking about new orders that a bunch of druids decided to hire them to, help them muscle into the city and, transport some food of all things. And to work with, like, some local smuggling rings. And that somewhere along the way, plans, the note's kind of like, plans changed. We got a new client. Head on over to Fort Zagnoth. They've got the doors open for us. And then it kind of goes blank for a while. And then you have, this is where it switches over to the Ogre Mages. And they're talking about how Gorlar had to remove himself because he was tired of his mind being read. And to only communicate via notes from now on. And that the mind flayers are kind of keeping stuff from them. And to figure out a way of not driving all of the goblins mad in the process, like of getting around them, because the mind flayers have. I really wish I'd actually written this down, but effectively, what you can glean from it is like the ogre mages are trying to keep the forces from being affected by the mind flayers. For the inevitable double cross, as pretty much your entire band would normally do to clients with a fair amount of money.
Right, because Gorlar was probably having reservations about serving the Mind Flayer people, except the Mind Flayers could read his mind, so he couldn't be in their presence.
So that's... so it kind of explains that that's why Gorlar was over in the arena, and then you guys show up, and he gets his arm cut off, and that's actually where the notes stop. That Gorlar is
that was
back,
his writing hand.
and he's pissed off and missing an arm. And that everybody should be kind of careful around the boss, because he does not seem happy with his new arm. And that's where the notes kind of stop. And it looks like there's also research notes on shit that Greg does not understand or care about, probably.
Nope. Hey, Lauren, got some nerd stuff for you.
Got some nerd stuff for you.
Okay.
Here.
Well, while that's going on, I've been trying this door.
Okay, so that door, it's
Ooh,
kind of
nice.
stuck, but you find some info. Well, not, it's kind of stuck, but you get in. But it looked to have once been a room that probably held an Ogre Magi. The bed is pretty much destroyed, as a overlarge creature was trying to sleep in a not overlarge bed. But there are notes and, very overt, kind of spellcasting stuff all over the place. Specifically, you find a bag of spell crystals with, if you roll a die 10, that's how many it has in there. Alarin, you're reading over the notes, and it's the ogre mages are investigating the portal and the crystal stuff. And first they were just using that portal over in the smaller fort. Okay. But that you know, a new one popped up, and suddenly the Mind Flayers were much more interested in moving into deal with the bigger one, because originally they were just using it as like a conduit of power, but then the big one opened up, and they actually had to keep it stable, because there's shit on the other side that even these guys are kind of scared of. But they don't talk about what it is or who or what, but they're just using it to effectively create the crystal around.
But at some point, they must have thrown all the Mind Flayers into the pit, right? Because...
Yeah, there's no reference to why they were thrown into the pit, or when.
They did go mad.
This is mostly just dealing with the crystal that you've been seeing this entire time. But that it's seeded from the spell crystals that you guys have. Mm-hmm. But then they more or less attach it to an ether line or something, some magical energy from the portal, and that's what makes it. That's what, like, you know, really makes it start to grow, and then add in a little bit of the beast blood, and suddenly you've got these like giant conduits, and it severely. For the Mind Flayers, it seemed to mostly just change them and turn them into a bit of a hive mind, you know, that they can communicate better. And for the ogres and the goblins and what that would drink from the liquid that came out, it would turn some of them mad, it would turn some of them into ogre mages, and it would generally empower all of them.
And are there any notes regarding the ability to, say, separate this, or once something's tainted, it's perpetually...
There are no notes on that. It doesn't look like they're particularly interested in doing that. More, it seems like they're interested in milking it for all it's worth, with generally minimal casualties.
Interesting.
So I actually don't know how spell crystals work.
Okay.
You just crush them and you get a spell point back.
So you have effectively... If you crush all of those, you get a fourth spell back. Like
okay.
A fourth level spell.
Yeah, so one crystal per level. Okay.
Yep.
I was like, spell points, that's like sorcery. It'd actually be worse if it was sorcery spell points, because it'd be like 3 just to get to a level 2 spell or something.
Yeah.
So, Skitter is done identifying. I feel like I'm just doing management now. Skitter's actually going to hand Greg the glaive. I don't think Drez wants this.
Oh yeah, this thing seems badass by comparison to my thing. Wait, is it?
I mean, it's just, it's +2, and it does, electric damage. An extra die, you just roll 3 die 6.
What's +2?
It's okay, it's better than what you have.
Oh. How do you know?
At the rate we're going at, Skitter's gonna know how to see, like, individual molecules in the universe.
So it's 1d10 +2, is that the deal?
No, it's I'm just treating it like a great sword.
Skitter's just becoming more and more omniscient over and over again every story arc, until finally, after we finish the main story arc of Grave of Man, the next story arc is dealing with the monster that Skitter's become.
Okay.
Skitter's inevitable ascension to godhood, and
as he becomes like Ultron.
Or he's gonna be like, you know, you're all just pawns in a big game.
What's the bonus?
Other people speak for you.
The bonus on it?
It's +2, and then you just roll 3 die 6. Because it's 2 die 6 from physical damage, and then 1 die 6
No,
from
I was
thunder.
asking this before, but is Kahuna...
Also, it has extra reach, so Greg can attack really freaking far away now.
Can Kahuna glide over this like it's oil meets water?
Yeah.
He's not sinking into it?
He kind of just, like, rolls along it. It's weird. He, like, has trouble. It looks like he's slipping and sliding.
Huh?
It looks like he's sliding like he has roller skates, because it's hydrophobic.
Okay, fun. I leap into him. Onwards!
Gross.
Okay.
Gross.
Blarg.
You're in,
Gross.
like, ogre oil water.
Well, okay, I'm gonna
It's
stick
gonna-
my hat
you're
out
gonna
so
get-
that I'm not breathing in that
I was
stuff.
gonna say, you're gonna get, like, ogre stank in your gills, and you're gonna
still
get,
all
like,
over
a
your body.
disease.
That's why I was asking if you
Gross.
could purify him, because
Oh, yeah, I should totally make a holy kahuna at some point.
like holy kahuna.
That's a really funny, awful idea.
Oh no. Just a ball
Next
of
time we
holy
take
water.
a rest, I'm blessing Kahuna, and he's gonna be holy water Kahuna.
Holy
I feel like
kahuna.
making him holy water is a good way to get like kicked out of your religion.
Let's see.
My religion is anti-Gorlord. It's not exactly like pretty. You have to work very hard. You have to just basically be Gorlord or be friends with Gorlord to get kicked out.
Let me see. So the
Very
robe
exclusive.
is-
Want join?
Let's see. So the robe is a robe of stars.
Ooh, pretty name.
And let's see. So I'm just gonna link it in here. And you can wear that if you want to.
That'll be complicated.
More or less lets you. Okay, so for one, you get a +1 on all saving throws while you wear it. You can cast Magic Missile as a 5th level spell by removing
Oh,
one of the
God.
6 stars on it. And then the last one is you can go to the Astral Plane.
Does that mean we'll be able to see Vivi?
Slightly different.
Whoa. I tear
Definitely
2
need to
holes
pay
into the
Vivi a
back of
visit
it.
at some point real soon.
There are now
Yeah.
2 holes in the robe of stars. Has this changed anything about its behavior?
The stars look a little upset.
Well, I'm gonna make. Well, I'm the only one that can take them back into the sky.
Yeah, specifically the star for Matt Damon and Steve
The
Buscemi.
Hollywood stars.
You could determine which 6 actors are featured on the robe, but it is the robe of Hollywood stars. They function the same way, but the magic missiles are actor shaped.
Well, I am now wearing 3 pieces of equipment total.
Let's see, and the belt Skitter doesn't know what to do with.
What is the belt?
It's just a belt of giant strength, which seems kind of redundant for an ogre.
Which one of us is stronger?
Well, it just
Um,
sets your strength at 21.
Whoa.
Is that allowed?
Anybody want to be buff?
I will
let us
totally-
arm wrestle for it.
You guys really don't need it.
I'll never turn down an arm wrestle.
All right,
Clank.
so Greg and Dimitri start arm wrestling over a belt that
Neither of
Skitter
them.
doesn't feel comfortable giving them.
I will
it
just
to them.
quietly put on the belt and hope they forget about it, like
I'm
they
not
usually
gonna be
do.
able to arm wrestle
So-
either of them.
So this was actually off of Arm Day. He was cheating. But
Oh.
yeah,
Oh, he wasn't even augmented. He just wanted to sound cool.
yeah. Well, no, Arm Day did not follow his name. He was wearing the belt of giant strength to make up for it. He was actually quite the skinny ogre. But so, Drez, you are now the strongest party member on sheer strength by 1
Yeah.
point.
For some reason.
Let's see, and the last one was... Oh yeah, then focus. I think you can figure this one out.
Is it just a spell focus?
Yeah.
I'm genuinely like, how do I even enter these kinds of temp stats into my character sheet?
I think there's just a spot for... Is there a spot for mod? No, there's no bonus for stat advantages. That's dumb.
Yep,
I don't
that's why
think
I
I
had
don't
to
think
add
the
them.
character sheet involves anywhere like +2 all saves or
Oh,
set strength to this.
Bonuses and spell checks. If you go down, on the bottom left of the first page, there's saves and skill checks. So
Oh.
just do the savings throws and set that to 1. I think that's how it works. I don't know. I'll let you figure it out. Okay. So now that we've got all that handled, and Skitter does not know what the glowing potions do. You guys
We should probably not.
have
Drink
been
those at all.
standing here long enough. Here, I'll reveal the rest of this. You guys have been standing here long enough to make perception checks.
Okay.
Skill. Perception.
Ding.
Perception.
Oh.
Okay. So, so Greg, you, not Greg, Dimitri, you have found yourself a very nice, military slash fiction, and you were like 200 pages in already. It's that good.
No, that's Greg.
Oh, that is Greg? All right.
Yep.
Greg has found himself some military slash fiction.
Whoa, slash fiction, like a man in a cannon?
Yeah, no, it's so. Have you ever heard of those like kind of weird animes or mangas where they have the like anthropomorphized battleships?
Oh yeah, like that one where there was the AI that was controlling an entire battleship submarine thing.
Yeah, so it's that, but it's one military man and probably a zeppelin.
I was
like
thinking airplane, but
Yeah, well, I mean,
Zeppelin.
planes don't exist in this universe, but zeppelins do. So it's a man and an anthropomorphized male zeppelin and their steamy romance.
Hang on, I gotta read this book. Ironically. Don't come over here.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it does a +1 to it.
Yep.
That's what that other number is.
Oh, neat. Okay, let's see. So what else do we do? Okay, so yeah. Alarin, your perception was more than high enough to see here. There is kind of like a weird hissy, creaky noise from down the hall.
Whoa, wait. Can you dot it again? There's a hissy, creaky.
Yeah,
The
it kind of
crystals.
hears. It kind of sounds like steam being passed through something.
Huh. That doesn't sound good. So, but it's not any of these doors, right? It's
No, it's from down the hall and around the corner.
even further. Huh. There's some kind of air. Can I sense if the air is flowing in or out?
So let's see.
Because I hope we're not in a situation where we've gone into another plane and found ourselves in a place where there's vacuum.
So Kahuna can see this. I don't know if Kahuna gives a shit though.
He sees a goblin.
Yeah, he sees.
Are they impaled on spikes?
Yeah, it looks like they have been impaled and have crystal light growing on them.
Nope. I like sort of swim to the opposite side of him and peer out. Ew, that's gross.
So you can see. You should make a.
macabre
You should
display
make.
of obliterated individual.
You should make a stealth
creatures.
check, by the
Ew.
way.
I should make what?
You should. Well, actually, yeah, make a stealth check. You have advantage.
Stealth check. Okay. Stealth. Where is that on here? There's stealth. And I
You have advantage.
Eh.
All right. They haven't noticed you yet, but you do notice them moving.
Ah, okay. Una, back. Dimitri. There's some goblins and they're impaled on spikes over there.
That sounds like problem solved.
Well, I think they might be capable of moving. I'm not quite sure, but they haven't noticed us yet.
I would sneak, but I kind of make a lot of noise whenever I move. Skitter!
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that you could just poke your head around the corner real quick and let us know what you see?
Okay. Give me a second. Gotta roll. another. Okay. How good is Skitter at sneaking now? Is bad.
And what do you mean by bid?
I mean, there's 2 ogres and a bunch of goblins, and they look real jacked up.
Oof.
Oh.
I mean, I guess we've had pretty good successes against goblins and ogres at this point, but I don't know. I mean, you're still pretty hurt, I think.
You have
Well,
metagame
yeah.
knowledge. You should know.
I mean, yeah, on a... I actually don't know what your HP total is, but
Eh.
if I remember it, Dimitri had, what?
Oh,
Still
he's
29?
about,
I don't
he's
know.
about half health.
Yeah. I know Greg was down, and then he's back up, but... Well, I guess he does have that healing thing going on.
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
I
Okay.
actually think Greg's probably full health at this point.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
we
going to-
can do is shatter them or other things. Okay, what's in this
I kind
door?
of remember going down here, though. Yeah. Skitter. Keep
Yeah.
with me. What?
Yeah.
Do you mind scouting ahead a little bit more and seeing what's at the end of this hallway?
Okay. It's the same room.
Ah, okay. But do we have a door?
Down to the right? Yeah.
Let me... I can't really see much details about it.
Probably have enough of a grasp on the structure of this place. Also, there are windows down to the courtyard. So, like,
Ah.
you can see the balcony
Okay.
Oh,
from where
but
you are.
What about the sky
Oh,
from the windows?
yeah, so, you guys can't see this, but, you can see the balcony from where you are. You can't really see the sky. Skitter's like, yeah, we're in the air.
What about the wizard friends?
I didn't see them. It might be down there.
Oy, oy, oy. Well,
I was gonna go in this door.
Okay, so that door is not locked.
Okay.
Let's see. You enter into a small room.
Ooh, this looks fancy.
Yep.
And
And it
what
looks...
do we have here? A desk?
Yes, it's a desk. It actually looks fairly clean despite all the shit all over the floor and stuff like that.
I don't get that good of investigation.
You don't find too much. You do, I mean, you find the immediate stuff. So it looks like whomever had been writing those notes had actually been here most recently. You know, the notes on the crystals and whatnot.
But this wasn't
oops.
Gorlar. This was the.
No, so this does not match the research notes. This is Gorlar's handwriting, from what I assume Greg had probably maybe mentioned or not. Anyway, this is Gorlar's handwriting.
Huh. So this is where he stayed.
Yeah.
I didn't take him for much of a bookworm.
And this looks recent, like within actually the past couple hours.
Why is the inkwell still on the
Yeah,
on the desk
And
there's
it also the goopy crap has not covered any of it yet. Like, it actually looks kind of clean. On its it's a note that had not been properly handed off to Stronk yet. It
Okay.
says Stronk at the top, and it's Stronk, the mind flayers are losing it. I'm gonna kick him off the roof. You take care of the ones downstairs. And I'm gonna try and make a bid for the portal.
going for the portal. This was written recently. Anything by the bed in the side table?
You see, it's not just a bed there. Actually, there's a whole suit of armor, spiked and really fancy looking.
Oh, hey Dimitri.
yes, what is up?
Do you think you can get Greg? This was the suit of armor that he had found a while back.
Oh. Wait, how do you know
Unless-
that?
Oh.
She doesn't.
Oh, never mind. Well, anyway,
Zhup,
it's a really...
rewind. I'm not the part of this conversation. That never happened.
Yeah. So, Shell, you have found a fancy suit of armor.
Hey, this is a really fancy, spiky, super cool red,
Yeah.
crimson
Shell,
wow.
you're gonna
colored piece of armor.
you're gonna have to rein in that metagame knowledge. 'Cause I think that's the 3rd time tonight.
Hey, I would still give it to Greg regardless. Unless Dimitri can wear it.
No, oh, hell no. I'm
But
not
here-
wearing something Gorlard would.
That's very
In
true.
fact, I don't even think any of us should wear this.
No,
This
don't
is
destroy
sacrilege.
it. Don't destroy it.
It is heresy.
We might be able to use it against him. Look at those spikes. Watch. Just imagine it, Dimitri. Imagine being beaten by someone wearing your own regalia. Wouldn't that just be the twist of a knife in Gorlar's side?
Hey. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna put this on.
Does not fit.
Oh.
As I said, I think we should go.
You're already wearing armor.
Oh yeah, I made the
You
armor.
are armor.
Yeah.
You are armor.
It's like trying to put semi-spiked full plate over semi-spiked full plate. You could, with enough time and effort, you could actually replace your entire armor, like your
With it?
exterior shell with the armor. Yeah.
Hey,
Like,
Greg.
it would take about an hour or two.
Greg slams the book shut that he was reading and like puts it down on the table. Hi, what's up?
What was
Make a perception
that?
check.
Perception.
All right.
Yeah.
Not
What does that sound?
only,
Oh,
not
sorry.
not only do you
I'm so sorry.
do
That
you
was
see
too loud.
what Greg was reading, but you have read the book before, cover to cover.
Oh, you're reading that smut? Come
No.
on, man.
No, I'm not. I'm not reading it. I was just I was just flipping through it because I heard about it and I don't know. I was just reading it ironically. It looked funny.
You see, sometimes when sailors are traversing our waters, they sink. The Leviathans, they don't really much like boats for some reason. So occasionally I come across a book, and if it's well
Her
preserved,
kingdom is showered with the smut of the dead.
hey, I
Why is
Sailor-
that like the title of a movie now? Like Smut of the Dead. It's like the Necronomicon, but they're all
I
sexy
mean, if
zombies.
you think about it, these men stuck on boats for months on end. Yeah, wow.
I
Fine
mean,
case.
it wasn't. It's degrading to the author to describe this as smut. I mean, there are some very serious, like literature themes going
Oh,
on here. Like
come
there's
on,
blue
even the
curtains.
Even the part where the Zeppelin's like, "Fill me up, Roger, please."
I didn't get
I mean,
to that
salt
part.
water is pretty degrading
What?
to the author too.
My, that part sounds horrible. What chapter is it in? So I can avoid reading it.
It's chapter 32, paragraph 4.
Wow. She has
That's
an
the nat
encyclopedic
20.
knowledge. It sounds like she read this a lot.
Hey, there are only so many books that we're
gonna say,
able
it
to
is-
acquire from the wreckage of seagoing
Yeah,
vessels.
that's like finding the Dead Sea Scrolls, dude. You can't, you gotta get like
Wow, Little
historians to
Mermaid
study
gets
it.
a lot weirder when Ariel is only showered with weird slash fictions and like Twilight.
And the funny thing was,
Ariel,
Before I
the Twilight
even-
fan, she would be.
before I even came to the shore, I actually thought that humans carried out relationships with talking zeppelins, and coming to the shore, it sort of dashes your expectations of what's going on here.
I mean, a book
But-
like
She
this, you
didn't
could...
even get she didn't even get showered with normal porn, but like the equivalent of like dragons fucking cars.
Yeah. Like that's what she thinks is normal in the surface world.
Precisely. But
Man.
hey, I did find one object that talks. Hey, Damien,
Yes.
how many other objects have you met that can speak?
Damien wants no snow.
Yeah.
I would say about 12. Give or take.
12?
Were any of them Zeppelins?
Most of them were swords.
universe? I don't even
Most of them were swords.
Yes.
I suppose that does make sense.
One of them was fleshy and Latin.
They were sword
While
fighting.
while Lauren's distracted, Greg is gonna take the book and put it into his inventory, but also like sleight of hand it like he's actually putting it on the bookshelf.
Make a stealth check.
And I'm going to do a deception roll.
You get it in there. You, Lauren, you're gonna have to make a counter perception check to see if,
Perception. I
Nope.
don't see him.
yeah. So you've managed to squirrel away your
Greg,
man on
you
Zeppelin
sly dog.
Yeah.
Oh, but what I was really coming here to tell you was that we found a suit of armor, and I think it would befit you quite well.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's all red and spiky.
Has he been told about the Geth yet?
Oh, I forgot that Greg is actually wearing shoes that make all terrain normal terrain. So even if he's running or walking. Yep.
How long
whoops.
has he had those?
Since he came back to life. Oh! I remember this.
Yeah, didn't I? Weren't those the boots? Yeah, those are the boots that I gave to you, like, what, last session and the session
Yeah,
before?
session before.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
like,
so-
those sound weirdly familiar to the boots I gave you. Oh, yeah, duh.
The
This
druid
is like
feet shoes.
Gorlar's personal office.
Yeah, it is. And
Does
he was
that-
here recently. Look at how
Does
fresh
that mean
this ink
Demetrius
is.
gonna want to burn it?
I mean, now that you mention that.
At least let him put the armor on and make sure that we haven't missed anything.
Greg is going to do a perception check an investigation check underneath Gorlar's bed.
All right.
Uh,
Well,
What exactly?
Dimitri,
What?
Dimitri, you have found.
Greg.
Oh, Greg's doing it. Sorry. Well. Oh, okay. So on your hunt for Gorlar's secret stash of porn, you do actually manage to find his strongbox.
Hey, what do you think's in here? I attempt to open it as Greg.
Okay, it is locked. You know that that Gorlar likes to keep that key on his person, and that the box is magically sealed.
I will just
we
hang
have
on to
bags of
this.
holding.
Yep.
Do arcane tricksters learn knock?
They can, yeah.
Even I can learn knock.
Because knock actually defeats magic locks too.
All right, I toss the porn box over to onto the ground next to Skitter and Alarin. Knock yourselves out.
Porn
I'm putting
box.
on some armor.
No, but I don't have it on my person right now. The spell.
By the way, Wander, I just spent all this time making a macro for the robe, only to realize I can't use it.
Oh, you can't use the robe? Why?
It requires attunement.
Oh, well, I mean, you can attune it for next session.
Yeah.
Also, just so everyone knows, Alarin was looking forward to finding talking objects,
Okay.
not the weird
So,
relationships they have with
Skitter,
persons.
Well, real life isn't a Disney cartoon. Also, I don't know what Disney is.
Knowledge Disney, maybe.
Saved it. Roll
Okay.
a roleplay save.
wow. So Skitter does get the box open with knock, and he dumps the contents on the ground
and
or
what's
on the
his-
table.
Oh yeah,
Knock-
not on the
knock the-
ground. That'd be bad.
Yeah,
Knock
sorry.
like doesn't even have a roll, does it?
No, it doesn't. It just
Yeah.
suppresses the arcane lock for 10 minutes, and then it
Yep.
goes back to it.
And what are his
It's a-
most
it's a
prized
badass
possessions?
spell.
Okay, so Greg did in fact find Gorlar's smut. but
Ew.
they are- yeah. We have, let's see, the old man and the sea elemental who loved him, the goblin and the dragon, Brokeback Brothers, and I think that's that. And there's also some orbs in there.
Wait a minute. So is he some kind of bizarre, hopeless romantic that
Oh yes, the last one is the bugbear with different wants.
Oh,
And you notice that one was
he's got a
off.
thing for
Holy
Greg.
Gorlar loves Greg.
Wait. Oh.
Greg, read it.
Hang on, I'm putting on his clothes. It takes 10 minutes to put on heavy armor. We're gonna have to wait a little while. Hey, I thought of a cool name for this. This can be called Gorlarmor.
Gorlarmor.
Okay. So there are 4 upgrade orbs of different varieties here.
What are they?
All of those book titles were suggested by chat, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And have had drastic impacts on Gorlar's character.
Okay. So, oh jeez.
Gorlar's Tsundere.
This means that Greg can win this war by charming Gorlar.
Hey, I already
Wow.
drafted a song for him.
This was actually like
Maybe you
a
could
50
sing
part. This is actually like a 60-part build up to a romance.
where the easy way to get rid of Greg and Gorlar is by having them ride off into the sunset, and then you guys go back to saving
Dimitri
the city.
realizes that he can't fight. Dimitri realizes that he can't fight love, and he loses his paladin class because
Love
he
is
betrays
greater
his
than hate.
religion.
Weird.
This really, depending on how far we want to go with this, really does blow open some really odd holes in this campaign now.
Okay, well, first, let's actually see what is this Bugbear and the What book?
Oh,
We're gonna read it.
Don't
now.
let's not.
We already
Well,
see
that we
weird
didn't.
monsters
Yeah,
in the next room,
Greg,
and we try to read a book.
Greg has the book, and he is probably putting it away.
Greg is
limited
in the other
time
room
summoning.
putting on
But
oral
don't you
armor.
see,
It takes a
Well,
while.
Greg, don't you see this could be used as a tool? Maybe we don't have
What
to.
are you talking about? Also, why are you barging in here? I'm half naked.
Oh, sorry. I mean, you are covered in
Damn.
fur.
That's why you should just wear robes all the time. They're easy.
Can't get it.
Or nothing.
You only just got a robe dress.
Those are my 2 strategies: is wear robe or wear nothing. They're
Have you
both
decided
easy.
on the six actors on your robe, by the way?
Oh God.
Tell you what.
It's
let's
not
just-
actually official. I just really like the idea as a dumb joke.
I'm just gonna keep these books on me, and we can. I mean, I just want to have leverage, okay?
Right, but how can you have leverage with a book if you don't know what's inside it?
I will read it at another time, maybe.
But then we don't really know
like,
the nature of
looks at
Gorlar's
it.
feelings for bugbears.
I can't tell
Or
if these
you.
are like the holy text of my religion or what. Like, this is a weird thing. This would be like finding Moses' cache of dirty scrolls or something. He doesn't. You don't know what to do with it.
Wouldn't
But-
it be more like Hades' porn stash?
Yeah, but
Dirty
maybe like
sea
Satan's
scrolls.
stash. Like, this is the guy you're trying to kill, not the guy you worship.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask a priest later. Anyway,
You've
what
crossed
else
the
is?
Bifrost to find the ice troll's porn.
Let's let's look at what these upgrade orbs are, shall we? Are they special ones or just upgrade?
They are special ones.
Ooh, special
So
ones.
one of them is kind of like a silvery green.
Okay.
One of them, I'm trying to figure out what this.
Ooh, wow!
Oh.
Okay, so the first one is an adamant orb.
What's an
Ooh.
adamant
It's a
orb?
type of metal.
Adamantium.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I had mithril before. That's what I applied to my leather armor.
Yep. Excuse me.
Okay. The next one is all lightning-y, and it's the Orb of Storms.
Orb of Storms. Okay.
Let's see. What was the other one? People really want a sentient orb, but I'm not doing that. I'm trying to decide what the other
orb
ones
of
would
self-reflection.
be. Yeah. It's
The orb of Baka-chan.
the orb of. Actually, one of them is just a +2, like upgrade orb.
Okay.
I realized that I'm now wearing almost every possible piece of clothing except a shirt or pants.
Can I
And-
have the adamantium orb?
I've
Okay.
got an open robe, belt, shoes, and bracers.
And you actually recognize the last one as similar to the one I think you found in Merrick's shop, which is the orb of duct tape or whatever it was.
Oh yeah. Dimitri is going to take the adamantium orb and apply it to his breastplate.
Okay, so it's the whole thing. It's the whole Dimitri.
Yep.
The
You have
whole
a-
tree.
You
So-
have,
Adamantium.
I believe, a damage reduction of 2, which I don't think
When you're
exists
wearing it,
in
any
5th
critical
edition,
hit
but
against
whatever.
you becomes a normal hit.
Oh, is that what it does? Because in 3rd edition, you could get a feat that would turn your Warforged into adamantium and just give you a DR of 2.
Yeah, I think DR is gone aside from resistance.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go with the null crit thing then.
Yep.
You're either resistant or immune or nothing.
Okay. Well, so you still have the +2 orb, the orb of storms, and the orb of duct tape.
What to put it on? That's the thing. So it was +2 Orb of Storms and Orb of Duct Tape?
Yes.
I don't think I'm going to use the orb of duct tape, thanks. Alright, how do I look?
Awesome!
What is the
Do you still
stats
have
in
the
the Gorl
stats
armor?
for that? It's +2 full plate, and anybody that hits you in melee takes a die 4 damage.
Damn!
Because that spikes.
Unless they're hitting you with like a weapon, but if they're like punching you or
I think
hitting
we
you
can
with a
go
natural
into that
attack.
other room and kick those guys' asses.
Okay, well I'll stash the other orbs away and we can figure out what to do with them later.
Like every other orb I've ever given you.
Hey, no, I used 2 orbs on my lightsaber
roll
Roll
and
for
that
initiative.
what?
Hey!
Yep. Roll for initiative.
Rolling for initiative. Let's see.
I'm gonna delete you guys all from the order. Probably shouldn't have done that actually. Here, just well.
Well,
Okay, so that's Dimitri X. At turn 22.
Greg, you're a goddamn idiot.
Okay, do we have Greg is a 9. Okay. Drez is a 13. I'll have to well, no, I don't know. I'll have to see if there's better character sheets for next time. Actually, if anybody watching this knows if there are better character sheets, I would actually be very thankful.
are there other character sheets within Roll20?
Yeah.
Oh, there's
yeah.
tons.
It's just this is the
Oh.
best looking one that I could find.
Oh, I thought
Yep.
this was just the Roll20 one.
No, this is just
no, there's
one
no
of the
official
more popular
Roll20
ones.
D&D stuff at all because they don't want to pay
Which
the
is
licensing.
dumb because doing that would actually help a lot.
Yep.
Oh, so I have to roll for initiative as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you guys are all in combat. You just might not realize it yet, but this isn't like Divinity where like the people in combat go into turn-based mode and then everybody else can run around freely and get an ambush. I will only do that outside of campaigns. Okay. So, technically, they're not in combat yet. But, I will add them anyway. Add turn. So, let's see. Greg, you turn the corner. Yeah, don't move, by the way, Shell. You
Oh.
turn the corner, And there's all these guys.
What's the one in the wall?
Oh, the one on the wall is the one for initiative. I'll hide.
Oh.
Because if you kill
no
him,
attention to the man behind the curtain.
yeah, if you kill the one that was given initiative, then it disappears. Then I have to re-add it. So instead, I just have an extra one. Okay. So, so you walk into this room, and they're not immediately moving. They kind of start to creak. And they, well, I guess they're gonna start maybe looking towards you and stuff like that. What do you do, Greg? Because you have a surprise round. And then shit will get kicked off. It looks like many of them are kind of impaled on the crystal or connected in some way, shape, or form. And the entire room has kind of that arcane hum that you've heard every time you're near the crystals.
Does Dimitri get a bonus round too? Because he crit on initiative.
Yeah, so both Dimitri and Greg get a bonus round, and then we get into everything properly.
Okay. Greg is just gonna hit the goblin right in front of him with his glaive.
Okay.
I'll reroll it.
You miss. You miss.
Oh.
Actually, no, it's flat-footed, so you do hit. For less damage.
Huh.
Or do you get to pick which one you want? I don't remember if you had to choose.
They look cool. Their teeth have become crystals.
Yeah, so the ogres are extra jacked up. Like the previous ones look kind of corrupted-ish, like they drank the juice. These guys look like they went swimming in it.
Oh God.
Yeah, their whole everything is you know, kind of it's like the goblins that I described earlier, where it's kind of like weird crystal things wearing skin suits. That's kind of what's going on in here. It looks maybe a little bit more refined, but still, these ogres do not look like they're interested in reminiscing at all, ever, or anything of the sort.
I have chosen the names of the ancients, by the way.
All right, so can I reroll the 13?
I don't. Oh, those were your 2 attacks. Yes, I think you get to reroll both of them actually.
Well, the 15 was a miss, right?
No, it was a hit because it wasn't moving. It doesn't get a dex bonus if it's
Oh, okay. Yeah,
if it's not aware of you.
I get to reroll both of those with great weapon art.
Okay.
And
well,
then I need to also. Now I need to do what is it? 3d6 or something?
Yeah. Well, just change your damage macro so it just does 3d6 instead.
So 2d6 plus 3d6?
No. Just 3d6 plus 7. Like
Done and
you
done.
just do 1 extra die 6 of thunder damage.
Oh,
and if you
okay.
crit, then it does something else.
Okay,
But we'll
I was
deal with
really
that later.
confused about what
Yes.
that was then. Okay, that is a lot more reasonable. Makes sense. Okay, that
Okay.
was my bonus round. Dimitri's bonus round is going to be him running into the room and then, like, looking at everything and being like, Greg, I was wrong. You're stupider than I thought. That's all he has time for.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna drag this guy out.
I
Anyway.
had to take a dash action to get to this position.
Okay, so Dimitri, after berating Greg, what do you do?
Is this my regular move now?
Yes,
regular
this is
turn?
your regular turn.
Okay. We're gonna start off. This looks hard as shit. So I'm gonna. Dimitri's gonna bless everybody. By everybody he
Okay.
means himself, Greg, and
And Drez, probably.
Drez.
You can't see anybody
Can't
else.
see anybody else. Yep. Okay. And then
You could bless the good boys.
And then he's going to move and. Oh wait, no, he didn't take an extra attack. He can't take an
Yeah.
extra attack because he didn't attack at all. Okay,
Yep.
so he's not going to move. He's going to stay right here.
Alright. Skitter has no idea what's going on. So he's still there. Drez, you probably just saw Greg attack something. And you definitely heard Dimitri insulting him.
That's par for the course.
Unleash the hounds of war.
Get 'em, boys!
Or the dogs of war.
Charge and charge and charge and. Where's the walls? Do the crystals count as walls?
The crystals, you can squeeze past them into the room. But
is this a place you stand, for example? Or this, or...
Not easily. Like, Dimitri has to be down. Greg can fit in there, but Dimitri has to move down one.
Alright. Well, this one moves here and then teleports. And this one moves here.
Excuse me?
And
what?
teleports.
Right, because they have
you're
blink.
You're in an illegal spot. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, okay.
Dimitri's in.
Anything covered in crystal, you're more or less going to be impaling yourself to stand there, unless there's like ground in that square. At which point you can kind of find a safe space.
What about
to
the ogre
hang out.
that's full on one of the crystals?
Oh, he's impaled. He's impaled. Like it's
This
growing
one
around.
Teleports. This one teleports. And this one teleports. Hooray! So all the ones that teleported, that's an action. But the other three can attack. No fairy fire exists, so
correct.
Regular attacks. So all three of them are going to attack the ogre.
Okay, so once again, its armor class is 16. Everything's armor class is 16.
So 2 hits.
We have goblins 1 through 5. 3, 4, 5. Booger 1, Booger 2. Okay, so you get 2 hits for what? 7 damage?
Yeah.
What are the extra die 6s for?
I'm rolling for recharges on teleport.
Ah.
That's
7 damage on the ogre.
That's all personal stuff.
Okay.
They have a 50-50 chance of recharging their teleport every turn, which is also how Dragon Breath works.
Yeah, I think they made the D6-ish recharge thing fairly consistent.
Yeah.
It's easy to remember. Okay. Let's see. So that's your turn. They are going to realize what's going on. The ogre is going to start
fully
clubbing.
my turn.
Oh, right. You still have Drez.
I still have a
turn.
character to play
Drez's
as.
turn.
Okay.
Flame.
What's Drez doing?
At the ogre.
You're just doing produce flame? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, right. The damage went up. I forgot about that. I was like, that's a lot of damage now. But that makes sense. Are you accounting for the bonus from your bracer? Yeah.
I believe it's built into the macro.
Yeah, it's the +1. Okay. Let's see.
It's
So
not
the
even,
ogre.
No, it's not even a +1. You said plus wisdom.
Oh yeah, it is plus wisdom. Yeah, that's fine. So the ogre is going to lay into purple. Probably hits twice. Yes. It takes 32 damage.
Damn.
That would kill it, wouldn't it? Because
Yeah,
they had like
it's
20
it's
something.
2 hits. And you notice that it's got kind of it looks kind of similar to the glaive that the other ogre had that you were fighting earlier. Okay. Let's see. So it is. This is the goblin's turn. So purple dies probably. Yeah.
Sorry, I was doing something. You hit purple?
Purple for
For
32
32.
damage.
Yes.
Okay. So it is crushed. And then the goblins are going to start moving in.
I think it just poofs out of existence.
Just pretty much the goblins are going to start. Okay, so
It'd be sort of cool if it dissipated into a bunch of leaves. Like,
Well, they're face spirits.
Dimitri, you get hit for 5.
Oh, that's not bad.
Let's see. And orange is getting hit for miss. Green is getting hit, miss. Red is getting hit. Okay.
Damn.
These dice rolls working out? Wow, that's a lot of tens.
Blue is getting hit. For 9.
Blue's dead.
Okay. Get him off the board.
Okay, blue's the one that had 8 hit
How
points
often
left
can you
from last
summon a
time.
dog army?
Every level 4 spell.
Oh my god.
This isn't a
And
per
then-
day thing, it's a spell slot.
That's horrible.
Colorless.
So if you had enough spell crystals, you could summon like 3 times as many.
Yeah, he could summon.
Hitting-
he could be
well,
a
hitting level
walking
8 already-
squirrel deck.
Hitting level 8 already gave me 2 level 4 spells per day.
Let's see. And colorless takes 21 damage from the other ogre.
God damn. 21, and colorless is dead.
Okay. By the
Three
way, the hanging out probably gives you guys a short rest before, if you want to factor that in for anyone and everyone.
Okay.
Oh,
What does a short rest afford us?
I don't know.
short rest gives me a lot. Short rest gives
Yeah.
me attunement with the robe, and it gives me natural recovery on spell slots.
For short rest, I can actually sing a little song, and that would bring people up. I think a die 8 now, or is that the next level? It's probably still die 6 for the Song of Rest. Health-wise. Or is it just the
Okay.
people can roll hit die and then get a bonus of 6 to it? Something like that.
Let me see if I can look up Song of Rest here. Song of Rest. Okay. So it's a die 8 at 9th level, so everybody gets an extra die 6 of healing.
Okay. That would be good for me.
Okay.
Is that a +1 because of my choker, or nah?
No, because of the lyre.
Oh, +1 because of the lyre.
Yeah, the choker is for attacks and the lyre is for healing.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. So, Alarin, it is also your turn.
Ah, okay. That's good for health. I'm going to let's see, come out here with Kuna. And unfortunately, we can't really squeeze past everyone here, I suppose.
No, there's no room.
You could run the long way around.
That too. That'd be a good idea to flank them.
Did
Come
she
on,
just
Kuna.
heal herself or everyone, or what happened?
Everyone. Everyone healed for 6 HP.
Okay.
On top of whatever they healed from the short rest.
Oh.
Which is any number of hit dice we want.
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
just assume that I was really, really close to full health, so I'll just take one hit die and put me at 61 minus 5.
I'm almost at max.
Actually, wait. I should only move 6 spaces. What am I doing?
You can move 12.
12?
I
yeah,
have,
you can make a double move action. It's a thing.
between being
Okay.
between being a druid and having an exceptionally high con score, I have 76 hit points.
Damn.
I think Skitter's got 60 something, if I remember right.
Damn.
Yeah, Skitter has 67.
I
I have 59.
have 63 and 61.
Drez and Skitter are the tanks. Nobody knows. Shh. Let's see. So Lauren is moving around the other way.
Yep.
Greg, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm blue. Daba D. Daba. Die!
Well, who are you hitting? Blue? Okay.
Blue.
Okay, you've whammoed him.
Daba D. Daba die!
Okay. Yeah, no, you demolished Blue.
Mhm.
Okay. And it's Dimitri's turn.
That's a pretty cool song. It's very catchy. I'm blue Daba D. Daba die. Daba D. Daba die die. Daba D. Daba die. That's a lot of 18 rolls down to 17.
I am Dimitri, now die.
You want to explain why you rolled 4 times with Dimitri?
Great weapon art.
Oh,
Yeah.
so the first one was 25 with 18 damage,
Yeah.
and then I
Second
got
one
it.
was a 26 with 18 damage.
Okay. And that's
confusing.
on. Is that on orange?
Yes.
Okay. So
Can
you,
you
obliterate
enable
orange.
a second attack roll in the macro? You
No,
can do
I
it
don't
for
think
spells.
I don't think it's working. It supports great weapon art very well at all.
Well,
Yeah,
is it-
that's unfortunate.
Oh, right, because it's double rolling the attack value, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
not the-
It needs to take into consideration just the single die that gets re-rolled, but I'm too
Right.
lazy to actually do that. So, anyway,
Skitter can hear the combat. Skitter is going to pass wall.
oops, I just closed Twitch.
He can
chat.
pass through walls?
You have no idea how many magic items you guys have missed.
I can pass
We
through
should
walls.
just go
And
through Skitter's
Skitter-
inventory at some point and just.
Skitter loses
what
his
we
hammer.
want.
Oh no!
Oh well.
Just gonna go around the corner.
Oh, did he like try to go through a wall and his hammer just flumped on the ground
The hammer is somewhere.
inside the wall?
I think so.
Oh. I mean, I
Can't
can
get that
it
back for-
technically.
He can't get that back until after combat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, hopefully didn't need that. He does have an entire bag of weapons.
Yeah, I guess actually he can resummon that hammer. That's actually not a problem, but it is going to take a full turn. So he's out of combat. Luckily, he's also stealth, so nobody. I don't think anybody saw that of this entire.
Yeah.
No embarrassment today.
Somebody might have seen that. I don't know. Anyway, Dress, it's your turn. The dogs are dwindling.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Let's look at that. Let's look at that that ogre over there. And I'm like, I will utter the names of the ancients. Get him, Aubrey Plaza.
Oh my god.
All right, you hit him with a full force Audrey Plaza, which does shockingly little damage.
Yeah, that was terrible. Oh my god, 5 ones?
I know.
Jeez.
Whoa.
She really is number one. Damn.
Holy shit! So for
Wow.
7 d4s, 5 of them were 1s.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's the attack is 7 d4 plus 7,
Damn.
which is a lot of dice. Be really satisfying to do in person. Is the ogre still standing?
Yeah, he is still standing. These
All right.
guys look exceptionally tough.
Switching to my bark spawn page. Pink is going to attack ogre and hit, I
Okay.
think.
Yep.
Orange hits ogre
Miss.
and misses. Green attacks ogre.
Okay.
Red attacks ogre. Those are still all hits, right?
Bark spawn.
And
They're really good at hitting things.
they are good at hitting things.
Better than the party.
Yeah.
Where's
And
their plus to
yellow.
hit?
Let's see. How do you tell?
I don't know.
Let's see. And let's see. Yellow attacks bottom. Wait, is the bottom ogre even moving?
Yes, he was the one that took out the
Oh
unmarked
right.
one.
Yeah, yellow
He's
attacks
still
bottom
impaled,
ogre.
but he's still walloping. Right, and he takes 5. Okay. Shell, it's your turn.
Okay, we're gonna 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, more than 12. We're gonna go around the corner. And I suppose I can really only see that one ogre.
Yep. But he is still nailed to the crystal, though it looks like he's kind of shaking himself free.
Okay. What can
What the
I...
hell was that attack roll? 1d20 plus floor of 21 minus 10 over 2 plus...
The
Jeez.
the 21 minus 10 over 2 is the ability score modifier,
Huh.
I think.
It's scary because if I try to troubleshoot whether or not anything's wrong with the math, how do you tell?
Yeah. Okay, good enough.
Okay, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast him. Because that's something good I can do from this range.
We've been rejoined by one of my fans that hasn't watched this series in a while. He's like, "Are my eyes weird, or did Skitter grow a beard?" And I'm like, "Whoa, yeah."
Now, I'm trying... I just sort of made Eldritch Blast a weapon, so...
Yeah, that's fine.
Hopefully the roll ends up okay.
That is correct. And...
Okay, so that's for 1. And then... 2.
Where's the +5 coming from on damage?
Well, didn't you say that I had the choker and the...
The choker gives you a +1 to damage.
2 damage. I don't think I can actually do that for this. I get magic bonus, and I get damage dice.
Huh.
Are you talking about... Oh, you're doing attacks, not spells.
Right. I don't have a...
But isn't it a spell?
It is a spell, but I couldn't figure out the spell thing. Because...
Okay, I'll just subtract 4 from each value. It's fine.
Or I can try to subtract it. Oh, no, I can't because it's tied in with my weapons, my charisma. That's what it is. Yeah, I haven't figured out the spell version of
might be a good time for that. Let's see. And Kahuna's too far away. Okay, Greg, It's your turn.
Yeah! I run forward, and I'm ready to Greg it. That sounded cooler in my head. Reroll one of those. Okay. Attack number 2.
Okay. Let's see. So you hit Ogre number 1 for 34 damage? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And Dimitri, it's your turn.
I pick up Greg and then I dance all night and switch spaces with him. And whatcha? Oh, that's something.
Okay, so you hit him once? Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot I could 10-foot reach this guy. Huh,
yes.
Whatever.
So dancing all night is yeah. Well, at this point, I think Greg has a 15-foot reach.
Yep.
Because he's got this spear.
Yep.
Let's see. Give him Whirlwind Attack. Is Whirlwind Attacks even in 5th edition? Because that'd be officially not okay. Skitter is going to spend the round retrieving his hammer.
I think the most reliable way to set up a macro that has resistant results would be to actually make a character sheet for my summon.
Yeah, you would need to do something like that.
Raz.
I think I've been cheating.
Oh?
Yeah.
You mean your rolls have been too damn high?
Yeah.
For what?
Well,
I think I failed to account for the base roll for spellcasting. Like, there's been, like, an additional bonus hidden behind the impossible to comprehend math.
Yeah, it's possible with these.
I've also been
able to
dynamically scaling pretty much every encounter based on how overpowered you guys are. So, like, I wouldn't worry about it too much.
That's just, that's not called overpowered then if it's scaled right.
Alright, well, we'll see how the dogs do when they're attacking with no spellcasting stat of any kind. So, orange on Ogre.
Oh, you hit him.
Hit. Pink on Ogre. Jesus. Hasn't exactly changed anything yet.
No.
Green on Ogre. There we go. Red on Ogre. Jesus.
I have a question.
I think you're just squandering every good roll that you ever have.
What's the, is the attack of opportunity range actually going to be 15 feet?
Whoa.
For
a long-range attacker? Maybe.
Yeah,
Yellow on Ogre.
I guess it would count. So if the Ogre, literally no matter who the Ogre attacks, Greg will get an attack of opportunity on him.
So the first 4 against top ogre, and the bottom one's against bottom ogre.
Okay. So
It's
that
4
you
hits,
gave
I
Greg
think?
Sentinel? I thought you gave Dimitri Sentinel.
Yeah, Dimitri
Oh, yeah,
has
Dimitri
Sentinel,
has
and Greg
Sentinel.
has
My mistake.
Swift
Yeah, yeah.
or
Okay.
Mobile.
Okay, so it's not horrifically overpowered then.
No.
Got it. Is Greg being able to, like, attack of opportunity things from 15 feet away would be horrible.
He can, did the
Okay.
glaive do that? How does he attack from 15 feet?
I know
That's
that he had a-
astonishing.
He had longer arms so he could attack things that were 10 feet away.
I'm
Oh.
trying to look this up, but yeah, it looks like you kind of sort of would just
Oh, you're
get
looking at-
attacks of opportunity at reach.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be horrible. Good thing I didn't do
Also,
that.
according to Heretical Seagull, Polearm Master Feat basically makes it if somebody enters your reach, you get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, sort
Well,
of like
yay.
In
the
like
That's
5
real.
levels, I'll get that.
That's real scary on Greg.
Yep.
Oh, I figured out how to interpret the math. So if you highlight
Okay.
the AC, it has math on one thing, and then it... Wait. Yeah, there's an equal sign. So to the left and right of the equal sign is the same equation sort of repeated, because one's the placeholder and the other one's the actual math that's being calculated. So you can see 1d20 at the beginning of the first formula, and then the second formula says parentheses 6, which is the result of the 1d20.
Okay.
So that's what the roll is originally. So right now it's adding 2 when it should be adding 3.
It should be
I
3
see.
for the bite. Yep.
Whereas previously it was adding something else.
Else. Okay.
It went from adding too much to adding nothing, or adding 2.
Okay, so those are the Blink Dog attacks. The ogres are going to strike back.
Too bad they don't just give you complete control, where you can just determine the exact attack and damage values and just say do that.
Well, I don't think the ogres quite understand your whole Sentinel thing yet, as they haven't seen it at all. So, Dimitri, you get an attack of opportunity against the ogre you're next to, as he clobberknots Pink.
Damn. 6. Ah.
Jeez. Okay. What are those?
The other 2 recharges just passed.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
How much damage did
and-
Pink take?
32.
Okay, they're gone.
And the goblins...
They
the
never
remaining
have that
goblins,
many.
are going to try and stab the dogs. Okay, so yellow takes... Yellow takes 7 damage.
They're hanging in there.
Okay, and actually, correction. Yellow takes a lot more damage. Yellow takes 20 damage.
Yellow is gone.
Okay,
There are 3 dogs remaining.
there are 3 dogs remaining. And
For
Alarna,
the,
it's
for
your
the
turn.
record, Blink dogs are only considered a 1/4 challenge rank.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
when you
they've
have a
done
small
more work.
army of them, they're
Yeah.
very useful.
Okay, so
Yeah, there's a whole sliding scale from summoning 8 1/4 challenges to 1 challenge rating 2 monster.
so I see these guys. Let me see. I'm going to. This will be interesting. I'm gonna crush a couple crystals. I'm going to cast fear on these 3 guys.
Which 3?
Let me draw a little shape
This will probably be the last round. I'm gonna head out for
for
this.
like here.
That's
I don't know
perfect.
what a 30-foot cone will look like. but-
Okay. So you'll hit those 3. Okay, they have to make will saves?
Mhm. Each creature in a 30-foot cone must succeed on a wisdom savings throw or drop whatever they're holding and become frightened. They have to take a dash action to move away by the safest possible route on each of their turns.
Okay, DC is what?
For my bard, I think it's 15.
Okay, they all succeed.
They all succeed?
Yep.
Wow.
And
That's
fact, actually, one second. Humorously, The ogre that you didn't hit is trying to move away from you.
Into
Oh,
the spikes.
What?
Yeah, he is like clambering up the spikes.
But I didn't even hit him in a cone.
Yep.
Is he clambering up the spikes like it's the edge of a ring and he's gonna like do a slam
Wait a
down on
minute.
Bird?
No,
Is this because they're
He's
all...
not gonna give the people's elbow on me, you jabroni.
Are they all connected? Like their minds are, so that when the other ones didn't see the phantasm and weren't affected by it, that guy was?
you don't know.
Maybe he just remembered he's afraid of dogs.
Anyway. 3, 2, 1, stop.
Come back next time to figure out
Lots of
who will be the
combat.
last goodest boy. Place your bets: orange, green, or red.
I
It doesn't
will,
matter. They're all acorns.
Yes.
Oh my
if,
God,
If
now
people
Now I just
If-
imagine Survivor, but it's all dogs.
here, you know what? I'm gonna put up a straw poll.